Pull this up. We are live. What's up, Giants fans, Hub watchers, OGR watchers, KidBlue watchers, and PTA watchers, Giants fans, all the other NFL fans. How y'all doing? Welcome back to another episode of, I guess we're calling it the Big Blue Tripod. That's the name that kind of got suggested last time around. And of course, every now and again we have a guest on. PTA is on. What's up, PTA? By the way, for you guys that don't know how PTA got on here, literally in my premiere earlier, Nikki, one of my members, probably one of my best supporters, was like, hey, get PTA on. I was like, all right, why not? How's everybody doing, man? Go around while I send out this last tweet.
I'm doing fantastic. And, everybody tells me that I'm the most underrated Giants YouTuber, and I don't believe that at all. I think it's the guy below me. PTA is the most underrated Giants YouTuber. I love his channel because he actually knows football more and probably knows more football on his pinky than I do in my whole. I've seen in my whole lifetime.
All of us combined here.
But what I do love is his explanation of the 3-4 defense. So if we can get just the front seven explanation of the 3-4 defense on this stream, I would absolutely love it because people do not understand that in Giants Nation. And yes, we're going to be a multi-front scheme. But I think majority of the time we're going to be lining up in a base 3-4. That's just my personal feeling. PTA will probably correct me. And also check the private chat. I can only go for about an hour and a half tonight. But PTA, take over, my friend.
Okay. Well, wow. First of all, it is an absolute honor to hear One Giant Rebuttal say that to me. I've been trying to piss One Giant Rebuttal off since I've started YouTubing. Okay?
You've been trying to get that rebuttal?
I'm trying to get that rebuttal, yo. I'm trying to get that rebuttal so hard. And I thought, man, maybe I did a troll video, and I was like, yo, if OGR sees this video, man, he's gonna rebut the shit out of it. It's gonna be great. But he didn't. And but listen, I really appreciate that, OGR. I'm just a guy, all right. I'm a nobody, right? And I'm blessed.
No, you are a pest, is what you are.
I'm glad that all you guys enjoy having me around and enjoy listening to me talk about the Giants, talk about football. So, hey, I'm super excited. This is actually the first time that I've got to be live with KidBlue and OGR. So I'm super excited. I had to shove food in my face real fast. And my wife was like, why are you eating so fast? I was like, I gotta go. I gotta get online. So
gotta get ready.
I'm ready. I'm happy. I'm excited. Let's go.
Yeah, and I guess that leaves me remaining. So yeah, what's going on, guys? I'm excited to be a part of this tripod. You can't really call it tripod. I guess we're just we're
a square table.
We're a square table tonight, but
yes, square table. It's an honor and privilege to be with you guys. Excited to talk some football, and let's get it started.
Before we get into it, shout out to everybody in the chat. Jack Latch, Gamer God, who says he's a Ravens fan. Oh, well, you're welcome here, man. Edward Chan, Nerding Out Sports, Cowboy X Factor, and Bradley, who asked, what time does it end? I mean, we'll go as long as we can. Maybe it ends 9:30. Maybe it ends 10-ish. We'll see. It all depends on how many questions you guys bring along. So first things first, guys, has anybody here really kept up with the training camp stuff going on? I mean, I know that training camp has been going on. I know that they've got into a couple of non-padded practices type stuff with, full team practices. I know that, an article came out on Giants.com talking about Corey Ballantyne, but has anybody actually kept up with it? Because I unfortunately have not been able to.
Nothing is going on. That's what
it's like last year I really, really was heavily into the training camp and things like that and watching, reading every article possible. And I burnt myself out. So I feel like if I read an article now that has no information, I'll just be totally discouraged to read another article again, because that's pretty much what they're coming out to be now. Now, I heard some good news about my guy Corey Ballantyne, who is my favorite to win that second corner job, so it's only proving my point. So, I haven't really kept up with it, no.
So I've been paying attention a little bit. The things that they're doing right now is the things that they should have been doing in the spring.
Which kind of makes sense, I guess.
Right. I mean, everything's super condensed. And I don't think that I don't know if we're gonna hit the ground running, right? I'm a little concerned about that, but we're at the point where we would have been had there been spring training. It's all you start off with just short shirts, throw a helmet on, then you throw shells, and then you throw full pads on, and you kind of go a little bit. So like that's kind of what's happening right now, and it's boring, but it's a little exciting, but it's mostly boring.
Yeah,
Right.
it's definitely, it's kind of like OGR said. There's like probably one string of news coming out of it, but generally there's nothing really going on. Because going back to Pest, they're just kind of combining OTAs, mini camp, mandatory training camp, all of that into one. And I don't know how it's gonna turn out. Real quick, Joe Yato, Toast NFL, Jesse Bryan, and Joe Yato. I think he might be trolling KidBlue here. He says Nick Gates looking strong at center, supposedly.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a battle that's going on right now.
It came out, and Mark Colombo really likes. And guys, the video will be out tomorrow on Nick Gates, and I'm actually seeing how it makes sense that Nick Gates is actually better at center, or just interior lineman. I did a film review. I can't even see on his alert. Oh God! And it's so ironic. It's so ironic that I'm talking right now, and that comment shows up. But
I feel like your dad waited for you to speak so he could comment that.
Yeah. The Nick Gates film review is coming out tomorrow. There's going to be a lot of information in there, good and bad. I'm not just going to be ragging on Nick Gates. There are some things that I actually like about Nick Gates that I'm excited to talk about with you guys because everybody thinks I hate him so much. But yeah,
because
I only do that because everybody loves him. You know what I mean? I just want to bring you guys back to
that.
that.
Like, there's only like a small percentage of fans that love him. There's guys like me that I'm like,
Oh,
I don't
really?
see the appeal.
Check out my comments.
I think there's a good amount of fans that are just like they don't even know who he is.
Listen, check out my comment section and you'll see. Everybody loves themselves some Nick Gates.
Nick Gates is actually all right. I'm not going to say that Nick Gates is good, but Nick Gates is average, right? And people roll their eyes when I say.
Do you mean like average at a starter level, Pest?
I mean average as an NFL player. Here's the thing you have to realize, okay?
Yes, he is.
70 to 80% of the NFL is average, okay? But when you hear the word, and I've said this so many times, when you hear the word average, you think about our average. Our average sucks, but the average of an NFL level player is our extraordinary. Okay, so like that's just what it is.
I understand what you're saying.
I get
what
that.
you're saying is completely facts. Like, most of the NFL is average, right? The reason I asked if you meant average at an NFL level or at a starter level, because average at an NFL level, putting that at a starter, I don't know if that's going to be good enough.
Well, how many? I mean, like, here's the thing you got to ask yourself: how many starters in the NFL are average players? Like, there's so many starters that are average players, and that's okay. You just have to be average.
I'll give a little spoiler alert. On the interior, Nick Gates is average and is actually very serviceable on the interior because he did start at right guard against the Dolphins. But he started week 17 against the Eagles and also the game against the New York Jets at right tackle. And I'm telling you right now, it was pitiful. Okay. It was bad. He was just, no one did film on him, so they weren't able to take advantage of his mistakes. But on the interior, I will agree with you, PTA. He's serviceable. He's NFL average on the interior. There's a lot of stuff that I do like about him on the interior. But the tackle spot, he just can't do it. He just can't do it. That's the only thing I want to
hear what OGR has to say about it because he's been real quiet. But before that, shout out to Nikki. She says, hello to 4 of the best content creators. Go Giants with the exclusive helmet emoji available to my members there. By the way, OGR is one of them. Thank you, OGR. What are your thoughts on Nick Gates?
I'm the top. I'm the top.
He's the top member, yeah.
Yeah, he's also one of my members too. So thank you, OGR.
You're welcome. So, PT, I actually got a question for you.
Yeah.
Because we all talk about this. Well, actually, first off, did you know the stat? I just got the stat yesterday from the video I did, and I got a comment from another Giants YouTuber who doesn't like me very much.
Thank you, Raymond.
But anyways, 30% of the NFL is undrafted free agents. But that's not what I wanted to ask you. How much can you install offense and defensively in 14 padded practices? Because that's what these guys have. I mean, a lot of it is classroom right now. They're learning. But, as far as getting what you want them to know, how much can you install in 14 padded practices? Because that's what we're going to be down here once the ramp up period's over.
So what you can install is the very, very basics. You're gonna, like right now, what they're installing is their focus. All right, let me not say this as if I know, okay, because I don't. But what Take that and go to Dallas. Wow, they hating on you already, huh? BBS?
They think I'm a Dallas fan. Yeah, they think I'm a Dallas
You know
fan.
what? You know what? And low key might be half a Dallas fan. Low key.
Yo, just turn around and show the Marion Barber jersey you got like hung up behind you.
You know what I'm saying? Like low key. Okay, so yeah, I don't want to say this as if I know, because I don't know anything. Okay, again, I'm just a guy. I'm a guy. But if I was okay, let me put my coaching hat on. So if I know I have 14 days, my focus is going to be terminology. My focus is going to be our bread and butter plays. Like these are our 20 to 25 plays that we are going to run a lot this season. Okay. I'm going to focus on my bread and butter, and I'm going to focus on they want this versatility thing, right? So I'm going to be flipping people in other positions. And this is where those scrimmages are going to come in very, very handy, because we're going to put players in other positions. And I said this in my last Coach Pest video. You're going to put players in different positions in game time scenarios so that we can get a view of what this guy can do against our starters. So that's what I think would happen in those 14 days. Terminology, bread and butter, and you work on that versatility. That's what I think we're going to get. And then during the season, some of their specials, that's the term for those plays that I drew this up this week for this specific team. They're going to have to do that throughout the week.
Gotcha,
Before anybody get response to PTA, real quick shout out to Raymond in chat. He's been providing info on why Nick Gates is better on the inside versus the outside. Part of it has to do with his wingspan. He has too short of a wingspan for a tackle, around 32 inches, and the starting tackles, they're at least 33 inches, and the top ones are between 34 and 36. So there's something there. Mike Nixon in the chat. Shout out to Mike Nixon. He says he found a Nick Gates jersey on Fanatics.com. I think we remember a bet saying, I think it was like if Nick Gates performed well or something, or if he started or something like that.
No, if he starts at center, I'm buying KidBlue friggin' Nick Gates jersey.
I thought it was KidBlue had to buy himself a Nick Gates jersey.
No, I'm buying it for him.
Well, I was supposed to buy it, and then OGR, when I did a stream with him, OGR said, you know what, I'll get it for you. I'm like, oh, all right.
And you wear it too, and you wear it.
And you're gonna wear it.
I will wear it.
You're gonna wear it. Rock that shit.
Right, and I'll also wear it. If Nick Gates starts day one, I'll also wear it Monday night against the Steelers. I'll also wear it Monday night.
And Edward Chan says, OGR Tana, thanks to you guys for your courageous acts against the fellow Giants YouTuber who's been not being such a nice person to anybody. So I wanted to say that because
is that a thing? That's a thing.
That's a thing.
I've actually had to rebut a couple Giants YouTubers.
We're going to have to talk about that later. That's a thing.
That's a thing, bro.
I'm not surprised that that's a thing. I'm not that specific person. I'm not surprised that that's a thing.
You said that specific person.
Yes. Here's what y'all got to understand about me, okay? I am a Giants YouTube historian, okay? Ooh. I've been watching all you mofos for the longest. Again, that's why I'm I've been watching all of y'all for years.
He's got dirt on all of us.
I've been watching all of y'all. I've been watching all of y'all. The only one that I will 100% admit that I hadn't started watching until recently was the Hub. Like I didn't.
I'm a recent one. Yeah, I'm a new one. I'm recent.
I didn't know about the Hub, but OGR, KidBlue, Bad Dog, Tana, Fist Vegas, KidBlue. I know about all y'all. I've been watching all of y'all.
Yeah, me and
to talk to y'all one day. So
me and Bad Dog go way back.
There you go.
But yeah, getting back to a pest, I completely agree with you. In fact, today I put out a video called My Expectations for the 2020 New York Giants. I was like, I expect them to improve in the fundamentals because last year the fundamentals were trash. They were always lost on the field. Team didn't look like it knew what to do. And like what Pest said, what they're going to drill in, they're going to drill in like their 20 to 25 plays, however much it is, that they're just going to run every time. Last year, it only seemed like the Giants had one or two plays on both sides of the ball that they ran every time, no type of adjustments and whatnot. So in terms of that, I expect them to improve, as crazy as it sounds, because of how much they're just being, how much they're being taught right now. That's all they're doing right now, and it's all they've been doing since the virtual spring, I guess you could say teaching camp or whatever. All they've been doing is learning and trying to get to know the schemes as much as possible so that they don't end up lost on the field.
I have one more question for Pest to piggyback off what I said. Obviously, you being a defensive coach, I am right on that defensive, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you being a defensive coach and having a multi-front scheme like Patrick Graham wants to run, is it going to be that much? Is that going to be that much more difficult to install what you want to do? So I mean, you obviously we don't know what his whole scheme's going to be. So it's basically you projecting and guessing like you have been. But again, good analysis regardless.
Also, yeah, to kind of add on to OGR, you got a bunch of people on the defense cross training. How much more time do you even need for that?
So that's going to depend, right? Because we're talking about using the multiple fronts. So we already know that our interior defensive line is not really changing, right? Those three are going to be our interior defensive line. Where I guess where the comfortability is going to have to come from is really our edges and them being able to play with their hand in the dirt or play in a 2-point stance, because that's like something you kind of got to get used to if you don't do it very often. I feel like everybody that we have, though, has done that. Everyone has played most, whether you're running a 3-4 or 4-3, where we're talking about your edge rushers, they've all played with their hands in the dirt. It may not be the thing that they do the most, but they've all played. So like I don't think we have to teach people at this level how to put your hand in the dirt from an edge rusher standpoint. And D lineman, it doesn't matter if you're playing a 3-4 or 4-3. The only thing that you're doing as an interior defensive lineman is gap responsibility. So you just need to know what's your gap. So I don't think that there needs to be a whole big ass amount of cross training. If we're talking about like the college level,
like I know they're cross training, for example, Jabril at both corner and safety, and I think obviously Julian Love is cross training at corner and safety also. That's what I was interested in your opinion on.
Okay, if we're talking about defensive backs, I think that so here's the thing that you have to think about, I guess, when you talk about safeties, because safeties typically stay square, right? And they stay square to keep their butt down, and they're going to backpedal when they're going to watch the field in front of them. You're asking someone who essentially does that to kind of they just need their stance and their footwork is a little bit different, but between being a safety and being a corner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that is probably what they're focusing on right now is your footwork. Here's the thing with football. Feet are everything, all right? Your footwork is everything. It don't matter what position you play. It's all about your footwork. It's all about where you put your feet, where you start, and it's about muscle memory. So I know Jabril has played corner before.
Jabril has played basically every position on the defense in college.
Linebacker, slot. Jabril has done all that. Julian Love is another guy that I think can do all that. Xavier McKinney was doing all that. He's played all those different positions. Do we really need to teach these guys how to do it? I don't think so, because they've done it. And I think I think they're in a position right now from a coaching position to be like, man, we got all these players who've been able to play all these positions throughout their careers. Let's take advantage of it. I don't think they have to do a whole lot of teaching per se. They just have to make sure that their footwork is good, and football is all about from your waist down and from your neck up, right? Because if your feet are in the right place, your hands are in the right place, because it's a muscle memory thing. So the only thing you really need to focus on is where your feet are. And that's my personal opinion. That's the way I coach. It's feet, and then it's the brain.
It's not even just your opinion. I remember in both Patrick Graham's interview and I think it was Jabril's interview, he was like, both of them were like, the things we're working on right now is getting the feet right. Jabril said that specifically when he was asked about cross training. He's like, well, yeah, we already know all I got to do is I'm working on my feet. You can never have two good feet. And he's like, that's what he's focusing on.
Yeah, it's all about footwork, man. It don't matter. Like if you sit down and you watch a game, film breakdown style, and you watch every position, you're going to see that every position has certain responsibility in terms of their footwork, whether it's the quarterback taking a 5 or a 7 or a 3-step drop, whether it's that wide receiver having the correct foot in front so he can work whatever his route is going to be. The trenches is all feet. It's feet and it's hat level. That's what all that's about. Same thing with linebackers and corners. It's all about your footwork. That's the most important thing. As long as they're focusing on that, I think they'll be okay from a versatility cross-training standpoint.
I like it.
Raymond Manoff in the chat, he says, If Thomas and Peart start in 2021, we'll have the longest arm length tackle duo in the league. Good luck, NFL. Listen, I think that's the goal for 2021, especially with Peart, because we know Thomas is starting this year. If Peart gets developed and starts next year,
you know my guy Peart, man. My guy Peart's to come in.
That's going to be dangerous.
Listen, thinking about that makes blood flow. That's all I'm going to say. Blood flow.
I'm telling you, the potential of those two is insane, man. The potential of those two is insane. Like, there's a reason why we're so hype about these tackles, man. There's a reason why I'm so hype about a tackle drafted in the 3rd round out of UConn. You know,
happy about these tackles.
I think this is the first time we're so hype about it, because when's the last time they actually drafted a good, or offensive lineman with a good future? It seems like.
Right. Mm-hmm. And we just have a good feeling about it, because I don't think anybody in their right mind had a good feeling about Eric Flowers. I mean, when he was drafted, I was on the verge of throwing something.
The moment he was drafted, he was overdrafted.
Right.
I remember I did a video on that a couple months ago, because I had to dispel. This was when Andrew Thomas was getting the unnecessary flack. I was like, listen, Thomas is not Flowers, because people seem to forget. I went back and I brought up articles specifically from around his draft time. And Eric Flowers was always thought of to be like a 2nd round tackle or something. Like, he was never supposed to go in the 1st. And there was even back then reports saying maybe he should be playing guard instead of tackle in the league.
Yeah.
He's not a bad guard. I'll give him that.
Exactly. So we got a couple people asking this, and I will get to it now. Any comments on Gano? Graham Gano being signed? Well, was he officially signed? I know we brought him in. He has
not
to
yet.
Everything.
Not yet. That's why on my video I said potentially.
That's why I didn't even make a video because it was already a couple hours after, and I'm like, okay, the Giants plan to sign this guy. All right, I've heard this before. Okay, just a couple of days ago.
I literally said it in my vid. I was like, listen, it's still fresh. I'm hoping it doesn't happen, but we could have another Ross Cockrell situation where it's like we plan to sign him, and then a contract falls through or something like that.
I can't imagine that Graham Gano is going to turn down money. I mean, you've been out of the league for a year because of an injury. You need a paycheck.
Right, and he's a kicker.
I'm super curious to know what happened with Cockrell. Like, what happened there?
Well, he wanted too much. Like, here's the thing. And I'll explain it. I had a feeling that the Giants are gonna probably lowball, because throughout his career he's made garbage money. Right? Throughout his career, he's made bad money, but he's always overplayed his contract. He's always played over what he was worth in his contract. So, he's going to a new team now. He's out to a fresh start. I had a feeling he was going to want bigger money. But, he made a mistake coming to the Giants. I mean, his agent should have looked how much capital was left. We weren't going to break the bank for you, man. I mean, you should have thought about that before you even came in for a meeting. You're only going to make about I'm telling you, the Giants are not spending any more than $3 million per guy they bring in here. Any more than that. So
stand up.
What up, Chris?
In the chat. What up?
Yo, it's YouTube Yoda. What's going on?
YouTube Yoda.
Listen, everybody's getting names.
I need some more energy out of you. It's stand up.
See, I can't do it because my dad is sleeping in the other room.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
you'll get a slipper to the dome real quick.
Exactly, man. A chancla. What were we saying before? Oh yeah, we were
Graham
talking
Gano.
about
Ross Cockrell.
Yeah, and then also Graham Gano. Yeah, so I don't expect it to fall through, but hey, who knows what could happen? People really want to know your thoughts on it. For me, I mean, I never liked Chandler Canzaro, so when I heard Graham Gano was getting signed, I was completely happy, and I was like, we were going to sign somebody else anyway. We're not rolling through the entirety of the summer with just one kicker.
I've been saying
I really hope we were.
We're getting somebody else. I've been saying it the whole time.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, and here's the thing. I thought the Giants would bring in competition, but you guys were ultimately right that Graham Gano was probably a possibility. I was just wondering, why was it that we brought in Chandler Canzaro first, and that we did, even though Graham Gano had his injury last year, he wasn't able to play, and the Giants still had to work out to see what he was worth. They should have brought him in first and try to see if he was worth bringing in, work him out, get him COVID tested, all this jazz. I much rather would have brought in Graham Gano first, then Chandler Canzaro for that competition. But it made me so worried that we signed Chandler Canzaro first because it made me think that Chandler was the guy. But I think Graham Gano. I think everybody unanimously thinking that Graham Gano is going to win this battle at kicker.
If he's fully healthy, yeah.
If he signs and he's fully healthy, yeah, Graham Gano's going to win because the other dude whose name I don't care to even remember. All right,
Chandler Catanzaro.
I don't care.
Just call him.
Listen, man.
Be here.
I've been saying this. Look, the guy's been around so many times in such a short amount of time. I thought he had a brother in the NFL. I thought he was in 2 places at one time. Okay, I thought he had a brother in the NFL. I'm not even joking.
You thought he was the Grammatica brothers?
Yeah. Listen. He's been with so many teams in such a short amount of time. I thought he had a brother in the NFL. I kept seeing the back of his jersey with the same name on multiple teams, man.
I mean, listen, man. This dude, the only reason I could to KidBlue's worry, which is now gone because we actually got Gano on the squad. The only reason I could think they signed Catanzaro first was just to have somebody there, maybe as a placeholder, just to have somebody in the kicker spot. That's my only thing.
It was all insurance.
Yeah,
I knew it from the jump that this guy's an insurance policy. They're going to bring someone else in. It's not going to go down with the way we think it's going to go down.
Oh, by the way, Entertainer, you're welcome. I did.
Yeah, I was just about to highlight that comment next. Yeah, he said.
How did I miss that?
You are my hero. Hold on. Everybody's going off about this video. And let me tell you, he made a comment on my video, on one of my videos, and he went off, and I just left it alone because I didn't know what the hell happened. And he mentioned you, OG. I'm like, what just happened? What transpired here?
I'll tell you what happened.
Okay.
People try to say, okay, well, you call him an idiot in this video. That's not fair. I said, you got to understand the context. I said he's gone after other Giants YouTubers in their comment section. That's why I also did what I did. And they don't believe me. They don't believe me at all. They're like, oh, you're a liar. I want to see proof. I want to see proof. I said, ask the people themselves. They'll tell you they don't like you.
I need him to come at me.
I talked to KidBlue the other day, and I'm like, no, you didn't.
I need him to come at me next. Hey, if you're out there and you can hear, come on over, all right? Because as I always say, I am here for the smoke, and I'm not monetized, so I can say and do whatever I want.
He's good, bro.
There you go.
And I didn't monetize either, so that's
and do whatever I want because I'm not worried about losing nothing. All right, everything that I have. YouTube didn't provide me, okay? So come on at me. Let's do it.
Yeah, me and Hub have to respect the YouTube gods.
Yeah.
Listen,
I just got it. I'm not about to lose it.
Don't worry.
I'll step to the way about, homie. Listen, there's a couple of people that I've always felt some kind of way about. And I'm like, yo, I need to get big so that these people can come at me. Because I've always felt some kind of way about some people in our circle. Okay, and I don't care. All right, I'm the right one. They shouldn't have gave me the wrong one, bro.
OGR, I'll have to watch your video after this, man. I'm
gonna watch it as soon as this is over.
Did it come out today?
It's the one. It's obviously the one before the Graham Gano video.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Okay, so it came out today or yesterday?
Yes, it came out yesterday.
I came out yesterday. Yeah, because he made that comment to me last night. I'm like, yo, what the hell happened? What did I miss?
It's in your comment section, BBS?
Oh, man.
Everything has been in the comments.
Everything's been in the comment section, man.
Of what video?
Well, go check out my six New York Giants are going to break out in 2020.
I'm not looking at you guys' comment section enough or something. I'm missing
No, it's there. It's just one. It's his comment is there. YouTuber that shall not be named. It's there, and he made a comment about the video, and I made a nice comment about his response. Nothing there, and then he just goes left field and just goes somewhere else. I'm like, was this like a trap? Was it like, did I fall into some kind of trap or something? I'm like, what?
Bro,
I don't know.
Activated his trap card. Do not respond.
I thought I was being nice.
Some people think they're better than other people because of what they've accomplished, and then they think that people like us who haven't been where people like him have been don't have any legitimacy.
Right.
But I'm the right one because I got some legitimacy. I know what I'm talking
about. Yeah, bro.
People
this man won a
People think I don't know what I'm talking about because I look like I'm 12. But listen, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm building legitimacy because I've said things, right? And then our coaching staff has come out and they've said the things as if they called me and I said, yo, say this when you talk.
I mean, for all we know, maybe they are calling you, bro. Who knows?
Listen, y'all, you guys will never know.
to steer back to football real quick.
I could be a mole for the Giants.
Well,
Yeah,
I do want to spit a couple facts on Gano before we answer that.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Obviously, Gano for his career is probably, I think, an 84% field goal kicker. And the actual average last year was 81% on field goals and 96% on extra points. So if we can get somebody like that, I'm happy. That was all I'm going to say. Go ahead. Talk about Matt Pert again.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. If Gano could just be 80% of what he was, I'll be completely happy. Because I think 80% of what Gano was is still better than what Aldrich Wilsas was last year. So that's all we need. And Edward Chan bring it up. To be honest, Matt Pert has a higher ceiling than Thomas. Now listen, I said before I see Pest getting hyped. Before anybody else takes this, I said that Matt Pert since the draft has a higher ceiling than Mekhi Becton. Because Matt Pert, in my opinion, is just a better version of Mekhi Becton. He's just a little bit of a project. I still think Thomas has a higher ceiling than Pert, but let me hear what you guys think about that.
Yeah, Pest, you want to talk?
Edward Chan, I got to say, man, I was really proud of you, right? Because you changed your stupid ass name and you got rid of the random numbers at the end of your name, which allowed you to no longer be fake news. But then you make a comment like that, which makes you fake news again. Okay? It makes you fake news again. Let me let you in on a little secret about Matt Pert and why Matt Pert's ceiling is not as high as Thomas's is right now. Because Matt Pert is a gentle giant, okay? Matt Pert is too nice.
He's too soft.
Nice.
You're a little too soft.
And too nice in my world equals soft, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you're a trenches guy, you better never smile. I better never see you be happy. You should be a guy that people are afraid to come and talk to after the game.
Unapproachable.
You walking around here all smiling and happy to be here. Man, you better act.
He's a very humble guy.
He is. And listen, it's cool to be humble, okay? I try to have as much humbleness as I can, being, I guess, in the position that I'm in now, right?
What if Matt Pert is just nice and humble off the field, but on the field?
No, because he's humble. Because he's too nice on the field too. I've watched film.
I know he's too nice on the field. I'm saying, how would you feel if he was only nice off the field?
Then I'm good with that because I'm not. Listen, as much as I come off as a jerk sometimes, right? I'm a nice dude. I guess.
You ain't no jerk.
When do you ever come off as that?
Oh, you're right. You know what? But like, listen. A lot of people who are close and in my circle will tell you, yo, Pest, man, he's a dude that like I rock for. I'll do anything for him. But when I get on that football field, I want to murder somebody. I've said this and I'll continue to say this on every single channel that I go on. When I'm on that field and I've got the pads on, somebody is going to die. And if I'm not on the field because I'm on the sidelines and I'm talking to my players, well, somebody better be getting ready to go die. Because if you're not willing to go out there and murder someone on camera, then your ass is going to be on the bench. Straight up. So when I see Matt Pert, I'm like, dude, you are gigantic. You are huge.
Long arms, too.
And you, yes, huge man.
He's going to be one of the largest tackles in the league. Because this is before. Imagine this is before he's in like fully immersed after a year of the NFL in an NFL weight training program. He could get bigger. He's gonna get bigger.
You guys, here's the thing. I see the athlete that Matt Pert is. He played at UConn. It's in my backyard. Here's the problem. When Pest says he's too soft, I don't trust it. When he says he's too soft, I'm thinking bust in my head. I'm hoping I'm wrong.
Whoa. Hold on, OGR. Pert's not going to be a bust, okay? He's not.
I'm not saying he's going to be, but I'm thinking
that was absolute blasphemous right there.
He's not going to be a bust. I am a Pert fan. I am a Pert fan, and I think Columbo's going to get him right.
He has too much raw talent to be a bust. Okay. Like it needs to be developed 100%, but there's so much raw talent there. I don't know how he's going to be a bust.
Hell. I just need him to be nastier on the football field. That's all. And that's easy. That's easy, to get.
If you're not nasty, couldn't you be hurt? Like if I go 80% and the guy in front of me goes 110%, I could potentially get hurt. Like you have to once in a while you got to meet force with force because it's going to ease the blow, not make it worse to me.
See, I don't see. Here's the thing. I don't think being nasty means going 100% or not being nasty means not going 100%. But you just have to have a kind of killer instinct about you when you're on the line in the trenches. You have to have a little bit of killer instinct in you. All right. And so again, I'm not saying that I think he's going to be a bust. I'm not saying that I think he's bad. What I am saying is that somebody needs to light a fire under this man's ass. And he's getting ready to get that fire because Colombo don't play that shit. Believe that.
In response to that, first off, shout out to John Doe in the chat, as well as Bovit and Benjamin, Win, and Mr. Fishing. This is what Mr. Fishing says in response to you, PTA. Maybe someone should go sleep with his wife and get that me streak going.
I guess that's a Matt Parrott.
Yeah, I don't think Matt Parrott's married, man.
Yeah, he's not married, but I mean, you know, maybe someone can Bobby Boucher this motherfucker and tell him like, hey, man, why don't you imagine him as the guy that's taking your food or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we can Bobby Boucher this guy. Okay.
Yeah, and to throw it back to, you know, the comparison to Andrew Thomas, like Andrew Thomas has a higher ceiling. He's just nasty, man. You seen what he did to Josh Allen, threw him out the damn screen. He threw him out the screen. The cameraman had to go back to Josh Allen, like, where'd you go? Okay. Mm-hmm. And he did the same thing to Julian Akwara too. And he handled Kalavan Chaisson. He handled a bunch of guys out there. Andrew Thomas.
He handled Chase Young. Low key.
No, he did not low key, high key. What are you talking about low key? No, it was very high key.
He handled Chase Young. That's what
we'll be able to see that this year too. Twice a year, baby.
Listen, I don't mean to insult the Washington football team's football organization and program, but you know they're in the same situation we are. A bunch of new people, new coaching staff, and because he handled him, I fully expect him to completely handle him when we see them this season. At least Chase Young. Mike Nixon says, what's your thoughts on 2-bowl prediction? Evan Ingram plays all 16 games, and we start 2-0 beating the Steelers and Bears. So first off, on the first one with Ingram, I actually said in my vid today, I expect Ingram to be healthier than he was before. I think PTA was in the premiere for that. He was in the chat for that. I didn't hear your thoughts on that if you did comment on that. I said Ingram is going to play 10 to 12 games just because he's been in rehab for longer than he's ever been in his entire life. Maybe that's what he needed. I didn't say all 16. What do you guys think?
All right.
Okay.
You want? All right. Hell no, he ain't making all 16. I don't trust this dude to fucking make the first week, never mind the whole season. You know me, I'm a Caden Smith guy. Mm-hmm. Okay? The only problem is Caden Smith has a little bit of the dropsies. So that's all I'm saying.
My nickname for Evan Ingram, by the way, is Sir Glassbones.
Sure. I've been calling him Evan Mr. Glass Ingram. So,
and I'm going to go out on a limb and say Giants draft Pat Freiermuth either in the second round or in the first next year, and replace Evan Ingram.
Wait a minute.
I'll have to.
Pat Freiermuth is the best tight end in the country.
I mean, yeah, he is.
What round is he going in? Second, third? What round do you think he'll be going in?
Yeah, he's first. He's a first round pick.
Hold on a second.
I'm sorry. No, real quick, I want to say the KidBlue tight ends are not first rounders. So
no, I don't think so. I don't think so. But this guy is going to be projected in the first round.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, first of all, if we was to pick him, then we better be picking in the late 20s. Okay.
Yeah.
We better not be picking no tight end where I think we're picking,
I'm not
which is
doing
between 10 and 15. If we pick up a tight end between 10 and 15, I'm going to lose my mind on YouTube. I'm going to lose my mind.
Yeah. On top of all the needs that we have.
If we pick anything but a wide receiver or a pass rusher, I won't be happy. In the first round, that is.
Well, corner, if we get Patrick Surtain, I'll be pretty happy.
I saw somebody mention Patrick Surtain in the chat. But corner, listen, I'm so done with drafting corners. This decade and drafting corners.
I know, yeah. I don't want to be like I don't want to be like the Minnesota Vikings, man. The Vikings draft a first round corner every single year. They never work out. I'm not trying to be like them.
Exactly.
No more corners.
And Raymond says Freiermuth won't go past 15.
Yeah, but back on the subject with the prediction with Evan Ingram. Yeah, I'm completely with OGR. He's not going to last 16 games as much as I wanted to. And he came out in the press conference saying he's worried about his health. I mean, he's not worried about it. He's focusing on his health, making sure that he's healthy, make sure he's able to play. As much as I want to see that happen, my prediction goes as.
Do you say 10 to 12 like me or less?
Less. I'm going to say like 6 to 8. Evan Ingram has never been healthy throughout his career, and even when he's on the field, sometimes he's very inconsistent. He had a fantastic first 3 weeks of the NFL season, and we actually thought maybe he's turning a corner, maybe he's getting healthy, and then we see this again. So I don't think Evan Ingram's gonna make it, and I'll let you take that super chat.
Yeah. Shout out to Mike Lowe, sports expert MH, and Nick DeWick in the chat. Thank you, Nick DeWick, for the $2 super chat. He says PTA is the man, and of course he has our favorite offensive tackle as his profile picture. I could always respect that.
I love that picture. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Nick. You're the man. I'm just a guy. I'm a nobody.
No, you're not. You are PTA.
MH is saying draft another hog. I mean, if we do draft another hog, Molly, I'm assuming it would be a center.
It would have to be a center.
Yeah, but I don't think I would.
Center or guard, maybe somebody to come in back of Zeitler if we decide to let him go.
I think the backup of Zeitler right now is looking like Shane Lemieux. If they're talking about Nick Gates, if they're talking about Nick Gates at center that much, it's got to be Lemieux. Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, I don't care where Shane Lemieux starts, whether it be center or guard in the coming years. He is going to be a monster, man. He's going to be a mauler.
Because he has exactly what Pest is saying that Matt is missing.
That
Shane
nastiness.
Lemieux is probably like the most alpha offensive lineman we have right now.
Let me tell you, Shane Lemieux. If you look at his mugshot picture they got on at his college, whatever it's called, a headshot. The headshot. You know what I mean? The mug. You know, the mug shot.
In jail already. I like it.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. He's a convict.
Well, we don't need another giant go to jail this year. Wait a couple years on that one.
But you look at Shane Lemieux. That dude looks like a teddy bear. I mean, he looks so nice. He smiles like cheesing, right? You see him on the field, this guy will kill you.
Bro. He literally
said
in his very first interview as a Giant, like draft day, he's like, I love putting people on the ground. I love imposing my will on the defensive lineman.
Oh my God. I've seen when I went ahead. Look, I heard of Shane Lemieux before the draft. You know, he was a guy that people were talking about to be a center prospect or be a guard prospect in the mid rounds. And I didn't watch any film on him admittedly so, but when we did draft him, watch the film on him, I said, this guy was a 5th round pick. Now, granted, he's not the best pass protector. He only allowed two sacks last year. I mean, that's not, high tier, but that's pretty good. And at the same account, he was playing guard, and he only gave up 2 sacks and pass protection. And in the run game, it's so, especially the system that we're running now, man. It is so valuable to have a guy like Shane Lemieux there.
I love watching his
when there's no holes opening up, trust Shane Lemieux will open one up for you. Trust he'll get one open for you.
Yeah.
You want to gush on him a little bit there, PTA?
I love Lemieux's film, man. It's just watching his film gets me pumped up, man. Like, I'm gonna tell you, man, when I watch Lemieux's film, it reminded me of watching Will Hernandez's film.
Will Hernandez is another. We got to listen. The guard position is so strong, bro. Mentality wise and physically, with Hernandez, Zeitler, and Lemieux.
I remember one play in particular. I can't remember what school it was against, but I kept seeing it over and over again from Will Hernandez. He was pulling on a power play to the right side and just kills a freaking linebacker, man. Pulling. Yeah, he's not just regular guard play, just using man-to-man strength. He's actually using the momentum and just killing somebody outside the tackle box. And Will Hernandez, Shane Lemieux, man, these guys are going to be monstrous, man. Nobody knows. Nobody outside of the Giants fan base knows what's about to happen with this Giants offensive line. They're not ready. The NFC East is not ready for this Giants offensive line because it's going to be great.
We have a super chat here from one of my members, OGR Sports. Unfortunately, OGR couldn't be here, but we do have one giant rebuttal in the house. He says, look at my dude in the top right corner looking like Walter White. OGR, you got a basement that we need to know about, man?
He is the one who knocks.
Oh, man.
You have a basement that we need to know about. Just ask me. So I'm not looking to buy. I know a friend that's looking to buy.
Hey,
I'm asking for a friend.
In the market, let me tell you.
I'm asking for a friend.
PTA or OGR, were you guys gonna gush a little bit more about our guards, or what's up?
I'm not really gonna gush much. I listen to you guys. I'm all good. I'm ready to go on to the next subject. But hey, that's just me.
Hold on, Mickey just put a comment, especially with Nick Gates in the middle. Tell him, KidBlue, you just ruined it, Mickey. You just ruined it. You just ruined it. My whole rant I just went on. You just killed it. You killed it.
Hey, I can't wait to buy that Nick Gates jersey. I should probably put that on layaway or some shit. Because I know
I will make an unboxing video. If I get in the mail, I'm gonna do it.
What's up, Nerd Now Sports? How you
Nerd
doing,
Now Sports
man?
is the man.
Exactly.
You know what? At some point, just text me your address so I have it on file, and boom.
Speaking of buying stuff for people, I just want to put out real quick to my subs in the chat right now, and even you guys, because you guys are technically subs, I guess. My 1,000 subscriber giveaway is going to happen tomorrow, and to enter, all you got to do is comment on the 1,000 subscriber video. That's still up. If you haven't done that, go over there and comment. You're automatically entered. Just wanted to put that out real quick.
I want to enter, but on the other hand, I don't, because I'd rather see somebody get it that's
not
on.
I'm not gonna enter just because I want to see one of these subscribers get it, man. I
could respect that, man. I can respect that. And also, if OGR entered, because he's the highest tier member, he would have been entered like 3 times.
Let's go.
So
highest tier.
Next thing, a couple people brought it up, Mr. Fishing being one of them. If there's a dominant middle linebacker, we need to take them, because someone else, I'm going to scroll up to see if I could find a comment. They were saying that our inside linebacker coach, who I think is Kevin Scher, is our inside linebacker coach, right?
Yes.
He said that we don't really have, a dominant middle linebacker or like that Pro Bowl middle linebacker. So what do you guys think about drafting a middle linebacker maybe next year?
Micah Parsons?
Yeah, Micah Parsons. I mean, he's supposed to be the next coming of any type of middle linebacker that you think is good, you know?
I mean, we're talking about a kid in his rookie year at Penn State, freshman year, led the team in tackling and didn't play the whole season. Like he didn't really start much.
What kind of middle linebacker is he like? You said led the team in tackling. Now I'm reminded of who we have on the team already, Blake Martinez. Because I don't watch college football, I don't know about Micah Parsons. Who would you compare him to? What's his play?
Who would I compare him to? I mean, I don't think he's as good an athlete as Simmons, but he's, to me, a jack of all trades. He can do it all. But to me,
he looks like he's very lanky.
Downhill and his sure tackling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he looks
the ability to diagnose and run sideline to sideline.
Shout out to Benjamin Wynn for the $5 super chat. Thank you, man. That's an actress as his profile pic, right? He says
that's Shailene something.
Shailene Woodley?
Yes, she's fire, man.
All right, so KidBlue needs some water. He's a bit thirsty. Sports expert.
Yeah, let me take a sip here.
Slayton is overrated as hell. What's your opinion on this hot take? This man will be a beast. Put some respect to his name. Sports expert. I didn't know you were disrespecting Darius Slayton like that, bro.
Hold on. This may be fake news. It may be fake news because sports expert just went like this, Benjamin.
Okay, listen. There's definitely some people who think he's gonna be the next big thing, but it's a very small portion of Giants fan. I think Slayton is either underrated or rated properly. Like that's my opinion on him.
Yeah, in my honest opinion, I think Slayton. I think as Giants fans, we want to be extremely hyped about Slayton, and I am too.
Oh, he has the Slayton jersey on.
Yeah, he got the Slayton jersey on right now. I'm hyped. I'm just as hyped as on Slayton as anybody else is. But I don't want to go out to say that this guy is just the surefire number one. He's going to have 1,200 yards. He's going to, get close to leading the league in touchdowns. That he's going to be an absolute burn like Deshaun Jackson was. And a lot of people think that Slayton is really like Deshaun Jackson. Deshaun
he's more than that.
Yeah, he's more than that. But Deshaun is just on another level as far as speed goes. Slayton is fast, but Deshaun is on another level fast. And I think a lot of people
Deshaun is speed, agility, acceleration, all that rolled into one. Yeah.
Right. And Slayton is different. I think Slayton's really working on the route running, the possession catching. Like he's trying to be an all-around wide receiver. He's more than just a burner. And a lot of people are thinking that he's going to be a number one, just going to be a burner. I like Slayton. I'm not going to overhype him, but trust me, he will be the number one receiver when the season's over. But I think there's still going to be some competition throughout the season. I'm not just going to give it to him yet.
OGR.
My quick comparison to Slayton, it's not much of a comparison, but I see Slayton developing into somebody like an Amani Toomer, who wasn't the most polished coming out of Michigan as well. Was athletic and developed into that sure-handed receiver, the guy you could count on, the guy that can make the big catch. I think Slayton has the ability to develop into that. So I'm not going to sit there and say, he's Des Bryant or he's Julio Jones. No, I'm going to say he has the potential to develop into something like Amani Toomer, which is my favorite Giants wide receiver of all time.
I mean, he's the best Giants wide receiver of all time. PTA?
Slayton Schmaten. I'm upset right now, yo.
He's been sitting in the corner over there just staring at us for a good minute.
I'm real upset right now. I'm real upset right now because because y'all
Talk to it.
not putting enough respect on my boy's name. Y'all not putting enough respect on my boy Ryan Connolly's name. Y'all not putting enough respect on my boy Ryan Connolly's name.
Hey,
before we get back into the middle
PTA,
linebacker conversation, bro.
PTA, let me tell you,
before we get back there, we got to finish up the wide receiver one because I know you and KidBlue are about to get into the Ryan Connolly thing. Before we get there,
everybody knows
hold
I
it
love me
off.
some Ryan Connolly.
Hold it off. Come on, man. Let's finish the Slayton topic, PTA. Come on now.
I like Slayton, but I've already told you, Hub, I'm not psyched about this wide receiver room. I don't like it.
It's the depth that's worrying all of us. And shout out to Bad Dog in the chat as well. He says Slayton over under 1,000 yards. If Evan Ingram goes out, over 1,000 in my opinion. If Evan Ingram somehow stays in,
just under.
I'm gonna say over 1,000.
I'm gonna say over.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say over because he's like one of our number one deep threat weapons. I'm gonna say over.
KidBlue.
I'm gonna be not as confident, but I am gonna say that Slayton goes over just because I feel like they're gonna utilize him more just because of what he was able to do. And to be honest, he really didn't get a lot of reps last year. He wasn't really targeted that much last year until the end of the season, towards the tail end of the season, where he was really utilized and really was able to show what he was able to do. And he got a whole 740 yards game. Exactly. And he missed 2 games, still got 740 yards, led rookie receivers in touchdowns with 8. So I think his production is going to be great next year. I'll say 1,000 yards, but there is a huge possibility he just gets like 900, 910, 970, something like that.
That's where I think he's going to be. That's why I said just under.
Ooh, right. David AV in the chat. I don't know about this. He says he's a number 2 receiver, so he's going to get under 1,000. He's going to be a number 1 in this offense.
Right. I think he's a number 1 for us.
He's going to be a number 1.
2,
so many weapons. There's just so many weapons. I could see if Shepard goes down or Tate goes down, then I can see Slayton being targeted more. But right now, I'm going to assume everybody's healthy for the season. So Evan Ingram's going to get some work in. Tate's going to get some work in. Saquon's going to be, targeted out of the backfield more than he was last year. You don't forget you have Dion Lewis. The check down game is going to be a part of the Giants game, and I think it's going to be a part of the Giants game early in the season. Because, again, you're not going to be running some crazy complicated route tree, to try and get open. You're not going to be dropping back, 7-step drop unless you're, right off the hop. You want to get guys comfortable. So I can see taking those safe, easy throws. So that's why I say Slayton just under. But if a guy gets injured, somebody goes out for a long period of time, yes, I could see Slayton getting over that 1,000 mark. But
the reason I think he's going to get over 1,000 no matter what is just because the last time, listen, it's been 10 years since Jason Garrett had like full control of any offense. The last time we saw it, he used a number 1 outside threat. So there's the person that fits that bill the most is Slayton, but I could be wrong because once again, it's been a long time since Garrett has had full control of an offense.
And before now we're kind of done with the wide receiver thing. I want to let Pest speak about his boy Ryan Connolly because myself, I like Ryan Connolly from the Big Ten. So the floor is yours, my friend.
I just want to say this is a very interesting name. I love it.
that sounds like a old 80s wrestler's name, like he was a jobber his entire career in
Introducing
WCW.
From Austin, Texas.
Yeah, it sounds like an old 80s WCW jobber wrestler.
Yeah.
The Coochie Man.
Ryan Connolly, because even Edward's been asking for it.
Listen, I love Ryan Connolly. I love Ryan Connolly from the beginning, okay? I was one of the few, apparently BBS was super big on Ryan Connolly. I didn't catch that. So I've been saying this whole time that I was the Connolly originator. I'm going to still say I was the Connolly originator, okay? I've loved Ryan Connolly from the jump. This guy is a sideline tackling machine. He's got a nose for the football, and he always seems to be in the right position. And I think that if he wouldn't have gotten hurt last year, we might not even be talking about Blake Martinez. I'm just saying. We wouldn't even be talking about Blake Martinez. I think Ryan Connolly is the real deal. I could be wrong, but just from what I saw from him, I am in love with Ryan Connolly. When he got hurt, it broke my heart. It broke my heart. Mm-hmm. I don't think Connolly's going to be rotating with David Mayo. I think David Mayo is a short yardage tackle guy. David Mayo's not going to be out there on
he's not going to be down there on third down first.
Yeah, he's not going to be out on third down. He'll be in on it's 3rd and 2. get Mayo out there because Mayo can go out there and plug up a hole.
Right.
But Mayo's going out there because Connolly or Martinez is tired. I think Mayo might have to fight for reps.
What do you guys think about this comparison? When I first saw Connolly's breakout game, so to speak, was it Washington or Tampa Bay? I was like, he reminds me, and I said I'm not comparing him to this player, but he just reminds me of like a poor man's Luke Kuechly because the football IQ was off the charts for me.
I've said this before. Like after Ryan Connolly got hurt, I was able to watch his film as a whole. I said this. Ryan Connolly, I'm not going to say he is Luke Kuechly, but he reminds me of Luke Kuechly. His tendencies, his awareness, his movements. It's very like poor man's Luke Kuechly. And everybody got
poor man's Luke Kuechly is not the same athlete, though.
Huh?
Yeah, not the same athlete, though.
No,
that's what I said too. I'm not saying that he is that, but he reminds me.
Right, exactly. You see his toughness. You watch his Wisconsin film. He will, like a torpedo through the damn gaps to try to get to the quarterback, try to tackle the running back behind the line of scrimmage. He done that even with the Giants, and his pass coverage got a lot better in the NFL than it did in Wisconsin. You look at that Tampa Bay game, one play in particular where O.J. Howard was running right through the seam. Ryan Connolly was in a cover 2. He got off his assignment, went to go cover O.J. Howard down the field and covered him and kept the ball away from O.J. Howard. This is the type of guy that Ryan Connolly is turning into, and that's why I was extremely excited for him going, for the rest of the year. Then he got hurt, and I was kind of upset. We re-signed David Mayo and Blake, and we got Blake Martinez.
we didn't just re-sign Mayo. We kind of gave him not necessarily a big contract, but we gave him a contract a lot of people didn't expect. I think that's to keep in mind as well. They definitely have faith in him. Like Mike Lowe here says, because of circumstances, he turned out to be our best inside linebacker last year. He says, don't underestimate his heart and IQ.
Hey, yo, Mayo's playing special teams, yo.
That's what he was brought in for. That's what he was brought in for.
But one thing I will tell you, one thing I will say, that on 1st and 10 situations where the opponents have like 2 tight end sets, Mayo and Blake Martinez will be out there. Just because Mayo really surprised everybody last year with his run-stopping ability. Now, I believe in Ryan Connolly, but you have to give it to Mayo and let him prove himself out there because he did very well last year.
I agree with you there, as well, because I don't know if the 14 padded practices is going to be enough to decide who starts beside Blake.
Right.
I don't know if that's going to be enough.
Look at that Patriots game. I mean, we love Ryan Connolly all we want, and we probably don't want to see David Mayo take some reps from Ryan Connolly, but you watch that Patriots game, David Mayo was all over the place. I mean, David Mayo was stopping to run everywhere. And so, I mean, I'm happy about that. I'm happy we have a good problem to have. Having a decent depth and that you don't know who's going to start or who's going to get reps is a good problem to have,
I just thought about something.
Yeah.
I could see, especially with Graham and the way this guy does things, I could actually see us using like some kind of a crazy weird ass 4-4 type of defense where we have 4 linebackers on the field and we have Martinez, Connolly, Mayo, and maybe like a Carter.
Lorenzo Carter. Yeah, I was just about to say Lorenzo Carter.
We have those 4 linemen on the field, but we also have we have those 4 linebackers on the field, but we also have maybe we have like Dexter Lawrence, and then we have Dalvin Tomlinson. Maybe we'll have Williams on the outside, and maybe we'll have like Golden on the outside, and we have some kind of crazy weird ass 4-4 hybrid type.
I can see that.
It wouldn't even surprise me. It wouldn't. I can see it. I just thought about it. I'm like, wait a minute, why couldn't we have 4 linebackers on the field, not playing a 3-4? Maybe we're playing.
I mean,
like
even when we're going to be in 4-3 sets, I fully expect the 3 linebackers to be out to be Mayo, Connolly, and Blake Martinez.
Yeah, that's absolute. Because I can see them running something like that.
Raymond brought up something that I never even thought about. That's definitely very possible. What do you guys think about a Super Bowl with no fans?
That's gonna be weird.
That's gonna be so. I don't know if I know me and Pest are wrestling fans. I don't know if Pest called WrestleMania this year, WrestleMania without fans. It was weird, but it's wrestling, so they got to do a couple cinematography like type matches where it's just basically a movie. You can't do that with football, so it's just gonna be super weird.
Yeah, it'll be weird. I mean, WrestleMania, the 2-night WrestleMania with no fans was very weird. It was very strange, and I could see it being kind of similar to that. And then like I can also see them doing like the halftime show cinematic, and then like AJ Styles and the Undertaker fight through it or some crazy shit. You never know.
Exactly. Jesse Bryan says, should I activate Ravens or Seahawks defense on fantasy? For those of you that don't know,
Ravens. That's like unanimous.
Ravens. What are we talking about here? Ravens.
By the way, have you guys entered the YouTuber Fantasy Football League yet? I know Chris and Bad Dog were in here earlier. They are supposed to be in it as well, but they did not create their teams yet. If they're still in here, please do it.
I don't know if I got a link to that. I remember you
I created my team, right?
Did I get a link to that?
I don't know, man.
My team is Jabril Peppers. That's my team.
Your team is Jabril Peppers?
Yes.
I'm the tripod king, bro.
I know
Whatever,
OGR created his for sure.
OGR that has a meaning that you might get or
PTA,
you might not
I just added you, so I mean, added you to the chat, so you should see the link there now. What do you all think about Week 4 against the Rams? Oh wait, we didn't even get to the second bold prediction from Mike Nixon. I'm just remembering. Did we start out 2-0? Nah, I'm saying nah. I think we start out like 1-1. We could probably beat the Bears.
But here's the thing. I'll be completely honest with you. If we beat Pittsburgh and it's a convincing win, it's not like a fluke, we're going 2-0. I think if we beat Pittsburgh, we're going to beat the Bears. I know the Bears
not beating Pittsburgh though.
Right, but
that's not happening.
Right, but if we do beat Pittsburgh, I'm just saying if some slight chance that we beat Pittsburgh. Remember, this year is freaking nuts. Okay, everybody's at a disadvantage. Everybody's struggling with something this season. If somehow we do pull it off against the Steelers, now I'm not saying we are, but if we do pull it off against the Steelers, we will beat Chicago. Is it Dallas? The Steelers are sure it might.
I love it. Yes, let's.
Hey man, I'm playing in my adult flag football league soon. I'll show you guys my film.
Are you sure it's adult and not young adult?
Listen, either way, whatever it is, I'll show you how it's done. I'll show everybody how it's done.
KB, I don't want you, stiff arming some 10-year-old. That don't count.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't want you going up against some real human beings and then you get injured.
Listen,
I don't think football has a small forward position on it. So I don't know how you're gonna
listen,
bro. He'll probably be the 1/8 back, bro.
Those games where I stiff on the 10-year-old, those days are behind me. Okay, I was practicing. I was just practicing. I was trying to get warmed up. It's been a while since I played football. I'm like 6 years removed from high school. So
KB's about to get mossed by some 15-year-old kid playing.
Let me tell you, man. Let me tell you, I'm not the best cornerback, but I'm annoying. Okay, so I'm gonna get some picks.
KB's a running back, man, and so if I was a defensive tackle, which I am, and I was playing, and he was a running back on the other, your fucking day would be over, son.
Let me tell you right now. I'm not running in between the tackles. Sorry, it's not happening. All right, it's not happening.
Over.
Listen, I'm bouncing outside. You're gonna give me counters, and you're gonna give me tosses. That's all I'm running. All right, that's all I'm running.
So you're basically Deion Lewis.
Yes, I'm Deion Lewis, man. I'm Darren Sproles. I'm Austin Eckler. I'm those guys.
How about when PTA busts through the line, you're back there, you're on a blocking assignment, and you
no.
Listen.
If I see PTA coming at me, all right, it's a flea flicker. Here, quarterback, take it.
It's funny because in high school, I also played running back. I was more of a power back and then also tight end, but I was a blocking tight end. I don't think I could take PTA though. PTA is a full-grown man.
Listen. So just a quick funny story. I know you want to get to this comment here, but just a very quick funny story. My second to last year playing tackle football, right? I'm DT. They snap the ball. I smash the guard, bang, get him off me. It's a dive up the middle, and I rock the running back. Like I rock the running back hard, and the ball flies out of the running back's hands, and the quarterback like falls on the ball, and I like drop an elbow on the quarterback.
This man dropped the people's elbow on the quarterback, bro.
The XFL.
I swear to God.
The XFL, yeah, the original XFL.
So when I hit the running back and the running back fumbles, I see the ball goes down. So I try to drop down to get it. Quarterback gets there. I drop an elbow on the quarterback. I'm trying to pull it out. I can't get it. They recover the ball. But I'm super psyched. I get up. I stand over the running back who's still on the ground. I'm like, yeah, that's how it goes, bitch. And I run back to the huddle. After the game, right, we win. After the game, we're coming across the 50, and I'm slapping hands. And I realized that the running back was a woman. They had a woman at running back, and I rocked her, motherfucker.
Where was this?
was like a pseudo semi-pro league, and I didn't realize that there was a female. Yeah, but here's the thing: she was actually good. She was a good running back. She was fast, but I rocked her ass.
Did you just hit a woman?
Yo, we gotta cancel PTA, bro.
Hit a woman?
We gotta cancel PTA sports.
Listen,
You've got plenty of charges. You got plenty of charges coming your way now, man.
PTA is an insult confirmed.
I rocked her. Bam! Listen, she was on the football field. Okay,
He said, "Bam!"
I didn't know, but listen, and I don't mind telling that story, and I don't even feel bad because yo, she was a beast with it, man. She played the whole game. I didn't realize it was a female. She played the entire game at running back. And she did pretty damn well.
But she didn't have like a woman
damn well. Did she score a touchdown? Did she have 100 yards?
No, our defense was fucking beast, man. I think she probably put up like I don't know. She probably put up like 50 yards on the ground. But I mean, their offense wasn't that good. Their offense wasn't that good, and their offensive line wasn't good either. That was really their Achilles heel. Was their interior offensive line wasn't good because I was a nightmare for that quarterback the entire game. But listen, she was out there. I respected the fact that she was out there. I rocked the shit out of her. She went out for like a play or two, came back, kept playing. So you didn't
notice like her physique, like maybe like her waist or hips or her movements.
Man, we had pads on, man. When I put a helmet on, okay.
Yeah,
I don't
you come for your head. Yeah,
I don't see nothing but a person that I want to kill. Remember,
that's holding the football,
yeah,
right?
He did say that. He's out there to kill.
You're holding my prize. You're holding my trophy.
You have the football, and I want to knock your head off.
Yeah. That's my football. Yeah, that's my football.
So yes, I rocked the woman. I stood over top of her. And then I tackled her a couple other times, but that one play, yo, I rocked the shit out of her. I rocked the shit out of her.
He loves it too. He loves it. He's like, yeah.
He's proud of it, man.
I'm proud.
Yo, listen, PTA. All I'm saying is, don't be surprised if the SJWs come after you on Twitter now, man.
No, man, because here's the thing. I treated her like an equal.
Equal.
You right.
I treated her like an equal.
They want equality.
Man, equal rights, equal fights.
I do want to touch on something real quick.
Yeah.
A little off subject. But I'm looking here at the chat and I'm looking at the thumbs up. And something doesn't match. So could we bump up that like in this chat? Because we got
Yo, if y'all don't hit thumbs up on everything that we do,
he's coming for your head.
For your ass. Okay. I'm coming for that ass. All right. I still got helmet. I still got pads. I'm going to be the office linebacker up in this bad boy. All right. You better start hitting the thumbs up.
If we ever do a flag football league or football just game, if we ever meet up, I want to be on PTA's team. C-Rock NY Blue.
I'm not playing. I'm retired, man.
We need if we all meet up for a Giants, we have to take out a day to play some football or something, man. Do something, man. That would be hilarious.
I have football in my closet right now. It's deflated though. It's been so long.
Yeah, all of us go out there and on the field and just do something, record it, put it on YouTube, man. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
Hilarious. C-Rock, your comment's been up for a while, bro, so I actually wouldn't forget it. He says Steelers are notorious slow starters. We have a chance. And in addition to that, they always play down to competition. So that's even more of a chance right there.
Yep.
Oh, the Steelers. Let me tell you, I have some Steelers fans that don't like me because for the past couple of years, at least once a year, I make a video on the Steelers, how they're the biggest frauds in the NFL. They're always looked at as one of these top tier NFL teams, but they always underperform. Like they're always underperforming. When was the last time you seen them even when they're in the playoffs, you're never confident in them. Like when they're in their playoff games, you're never confident in these Steeler teams advancing in the playoffs. So, especially in the regular season, too, they lose to backup quarterbacks constantly. They had a problem with Tampa Bay and their backup quarterbacks for a couple of years. The Cardinals, a bunch. Man, I grew up in Pennsylvania as well. I grew up in New York and Pennsylvania. I watched a lot of Pittsburgh games, and I don't see the hype. All these years, I never saw the hype.
I think they're going to be sloppy as hell anyway. Like I've been saying that we have a chance against Pittsburgh because they're going to be sloppy because everybody's going to be sloppy. So if we're a little bit less sloppy than Pittsburgh, we can win. And if we can beat Pittsburgh, then I think there's a chance that we could go 2-0. But realistically, I don't see us beating Pittsburgh. If don't tell Fallen One the King that, all right? Y'all don't know Fallen One, but he's been on my channel. He'll be on my channel more because he's a Steelers fan, and I've been talking big smack to Fallen One the King about this game.
OGR thoughts?
Thoughts on the Steelers?
Yeah.
You know what? I mean,
maybe even Big Ben. You think Big Ben's going to stay healthy? You know, he's coming off an injury and all that with his offseason.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, that's why the Steelers haven't been good. I mean, when's the last time Big Ben made it through a season?
Mm-hmm.
You know, last year they were 8-8 with shitty quarterbacks. You put Big Ben and he's semi-healthy through that season. You know, Pittsburgh could be a 10-6 team. I mean, is that unreasonable? They had one of the best defenses in all of football last year.
It's hard to go back-to-back years and keeping up the defensive performance, though. That's definitely going to be a hard thing to do.
But that's all I know is Andrew Thomas has got his test set out because TJ Watt is going to be lining up.
It's going to be. They got Watt, Dupree. There's somebody else on that Steelers line that I'm scared of, whose name is slipping me, but I know Watt and Dupree for sure.
Casey Hayward, or maybe that's
Cameron. Is it Casey Hayward or Cameron Hayward?
Yeah, Casey Hayward. I don't know Casey Hayward. Cameron. Whoa, I'm
blanking. I'm blanking
Hayward,
on the name.
Yeah, I can't think of the name.
But they got like 3 people. Everybody thinks it's just TJ. They got like 3 solid defenders, and of course TJ's like a star.
And you have to remember their inside linebacker they took out. They took last year. They traded up for it. He had a phenomenal year.
Was that Devin Bush?
Devin Bush.
Yeah.
Jesus
Devin Bush
Christ.
is an animal.
Yeah, man. Listen, Steelers defense is gonna be tough.
Minka Fitzpatrick.
And their secondary is now pretty good.
Cameron Hayward. There we go.
Cameron Hayward. Yeah. Let me tell you. The Steelers' defense was not that good last year until Minka showed up. Minka showed up and like turned them upside down, dude, and just
because they needed the extra help in the secondary. So that
they needed Minka.
Mike says, "Love to see Golden rip Big Ben's head off and smash that mug." He wants Marcus Golden to go the
Myles Garrett
route. Yeah, he wants to go that Myles Garrett route.
Why Marcus Golden? Can we like put out somebody that's like a little bit white? Like Carter Coughlin does it, so it's not that big of a hit. Like
but if Marcus Golden does it and Marcus Golden gets suspended, I'm guessing Mike wants to see the young guys get time.
Oh yes.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, I want to ask PTA about this. What do you think of my man Carter Coughlin?
I don't know yet. I still have to watch some more film on Carter Coughlin. Everybody's been talking about Carter Coughlin, and I've been wanting to sit down and watch some film on him. But I mean, everybody's hyping this dude up, right? And I tend to not hype dudes up until I see them on a professional field. You know what I'm saying? So like, I really don't have an opinion about him yet because I still like. I've been trying to watch so much film. And I haven't really gotten to watch enough film on him. What I've seen so far, I like. I will say that. What I have seen on him so far, I like. I am interested to see what he brings to the table because I think he could be a very good rotational guy.
I think so too. I don't think he's going to be like a starter or anything.
I don't see Carter Coughlin being anything for a couple of years, just based off of what I see so far. Like, but I do see him coming in a little later in the season in a rotation and getting a little something.
Do you see him being what Kyler Fackler was over at Green Bay in a couple seasons? Is that kind of, to me, they're kind of the same player.
He could be. I can actually draw a bit of a comparison between the two based off of what I've seen. And I think that he can be a guy that can come in and get like 6-7 sacks from a rotational standpoint. You know, we're talking like a sack every other game, some cleanup work or something like that. I could see that.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys would necessarily agree with me on this, but watching Carter Coughlin on film, he really doesn't use his like strength and physical abilities. More so uses his smarts and his wits, his football IQ to really get to the quarterback. That's something that a rotational defensive line needs, something to switch it up a little bit. If Carter Coughlin does not start, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with him coming in every once in a while.
I'm not expecting him to start.
Right.
I'm not expecting him to start, yeah.
I see.
I would just love him to switch it up a little bit. Him to come in and be a different pass rusher that these guys aren't ready for, and completely get these keep these offensive linemen honest. So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And Edward Chan, who, by the way, we're gonna have to send Edward's ass on a lap. He's been saying some crazy stuff in the chat this entire time. Edward gonna have to take a lap. You bugging tonight.
Yeah, listen. The only crazy thing he said was earlier about one of the Giants players who I'm forgetting already. Who the crazy stuff he said, but he only said like one crazy comment.
Can I? No, he did. He said, if we get the first pick next draft, do we consider Trevor?
Oh, I didn't even peep that. Edward, we're not getting the first pick, bro.
First of all, we're not going to have the first pick.
We're not having the first pick.
Secondly, are you smoking the crack?
Edward, you always have a decent comment, and then you just follow it up with some nonsense, man. What you doing, Edward?
This dude needs to go on a lap, yo. Take a lap, Edward. Take a lap, bro.
Oh man, one thing I want to.
No, but you know who is smoking something though, and PTA saw this on my Twitter. Jets fans, because I saw a Twitter post that said from a Jets fan that says they're going to be in the Super Bowl this year, that they're legitimate Super Bowl contenders. I just want to say, whatever's in the water that Jets fans are drinking, I want no part of it.
Well, let me tell you, I've heard some Buffalo fans say that too.
Buffalo,
quarterback for it. I'm sorry, Josh Allen is below 60% completion percentage.
I honestly think Josh Allen is probably the most overrated quarterback in the NFL right now. That's my honest opinion. I think he cannot stay in the pocket and make good throws. I think he has an absolute laser of an arm outside the pocket. And he's like 99% accurate outside the pocket when on the run. But you can't count on Josh Allen to be a consistent quarterback for you and to be a franchise guy for years to come.
And sometimes I see him like bail out of the pocket, and it's like, bro, there's nobody around you.
Right.
A bit more and throw.
He literally bails out because he needs that feeling of running because that's the only time he's accurate.
Yeah, under pressure. Yeah, some people are better under pressure. But if you look at his decision making isn't always there as well. You guys can recall the playoff game last year where he just decided to just throw it back for anybody, like Madden, like somebody accidentally hit the LB button, like, oh damn it.
Who are you giving the ball to? Yeah,
wrong button. That's what Josh Allen said in his head. Oh, wrong button. I threw it back by accident.
Mikey C and Borden are saying that we're picking 32nd anyway. Listen,
you guys are on the drugs too. Okay, you guys are totally on the drugs. All right, that's not going to happen. This team is not ready for that yet.
Listen, PTA, with this offseason, I'm not counting it. I'm not saying, listen, it's not impossible, but it's not probable either. I need this offseason.
I need way more beer for the conversation that's happening right now. Way more beer. Jesus.
Hey,
and King Justice says, Edward, we already committed to DJ.
Yo, DJ is the truth, man. DJ is the truth, and we were all wrong. All of us.
Not me. Wrong. The night we drafted him, I said DJ could be something good.
You were on that vibe, huh?
Literally, go back to my draft night video, my draft reaction video, and I said that.
Because I fell on the floor and I cried.
You're lying. This man fell on the floor and cried.
Oh man! My draft reaction
I call my wife right now. I call my wife right now and I tell her, baby, what happened when we picked Daniel Jones? And she would say, no BS. You fell on the floor and you cried. I cried. I'm
Why did you hate him so much?
It wasn't that I hated him. First of all, I wanted Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. That's what it really was at the end of the day. I wanted Josh Allen. That's what it really was at the end of the day.
That's what I wanted. I wanted Josh Allen. And I was screaming, get Josh Allen, get Josh Allen. And he said, Daniel Jones. And I went, what? No. And I fell on the ground. And then I went, and then my wife came walking in and she's like, what are you doing? And I looked at her with tears coming out of my eyes. And I said, oh no, Eli. Oh no, Eli's done. I swear to God, that's what happened. I cried. I said, Eli is done. And I'm
before you get your thoughts
to admit it, because I cried during Eli's retirement speech. Grown man tears. I cried. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I cried. Is my favorite football player.
I cried during the Dolphins game because I go to a game every year and I just pick one at random sometimes. That year I picked the Dolphins game back in before we drafted DJ. Wow. So I didn't even know it was going to be Eli's last game. So I cried at the Dolphins game because I was like, wow, I was there in the standing ovation and all that. I was like, damn, this is really his last game as a Giant, yo. But I was going to say,
I have to admit, I was robbed of the last game because if DJ stays healthy, I saw the last game by Eli Manning.
Which
And that was
was-
Bills game week 2. I was at that embarrassment of a game.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
And when Cody Core caught that ball, I was like, Cody Core! Nobody in the stands knew who the fuck Cody Core was, man. I was the only one. You could have heard a pin drop when I said that
Oh,
shit.
my God. OGR, what was your reaction draft night for DJ?
I was pitch black in my car. You record, and I said the next Dave Brown. Mark
yeah,
my
I remember
words.
that.
Oh
I remember
my
that
God.
video. But yeah, my reaction, it was on. I don't know if any of you guys were on the live chat. It was me, Jay, Zach, and my cousin at the time. We were streaming on my channel.
Wait, your cousin at the time? Is he not your cousin anymore?
Oh no, I'm saying at the time, you know.
Oh,
Cousin,
okay.
His second cousin twice removed.
I watched
yes,
the playback
yes.
of that BBS. I watched the playback. I saw
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I watched the playback.
Let me tell you, and I was so pissed at Jay Zach for not putting us in full screen so I could like record it because we weren't in full screen at the time because he was controlling the OBS. And let me tell you, while he was just yelling expletives, every single word in the book, I couldn't talk. I physically could. My jaw was dropped to the ground. I was like, and all you hear is Jay's like, ah! Ah! That's all you. That's all you heard for a good 5 minutes. My cousin as well just stood there. We just stood there in disbelief. And
And,
All I
and you know, funny
remember
thing,
from draft night is I was like, I don't know if he's gonna be good. I don't know if he's gonna be bad. And then sometime later, I was like, let's just take a chance on him because the reason I was like that is because I didn't expect Josh Allen to drop to us. So even though I wanted him just as much as you guys, it still didn't hit me that Josh Allen actually dropped to us. So like I was not in that mindset of like, oh my God, we just gave up on him.
I was already like handing it in. I was already like, oh, we just got Josh Allen. We just got Josh Allen.
and just to piggyback off of KidBlue, what I ended up doing was me and him both made videos prior to the draft saying, do you guys know what a smoke screen looks like? Like this is a total smoke screen. The guys are just put this shit out to the ether. This is 100% a smoke screen.
I literally,
like
the day before
boy,
the
was I
draft,
wrong.
the day before the draft, I made a video saying trust Dave Gettleman, and I went through how he's good draft history with the Panthers and the Giants. That video, the day after the draft, got so much hate. They were like, "You told us to trust Dave Gettleman. Look what happened."
The crazy thing is that I had talked to my wife and I said, "Baby, I think I want to start doing YouTube this season that's coming up. I think I'm ready to finally start doing YouTube.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Like this is a good year to start doing YouTube. I think we're going to be all right. I think this is going to be a good year. I'm going to come in and I'm going to do YouTube and we're going to be a good team." And I was like, I picked the wrong fucking year to start doing YouTube. I picked the wrong year, man. This is gonna be so bad.
Yeah. You want to talk about the wrong year? I picked the year. I picked 20. I believe I picked 2013, where we started off the year 0-6. We started off the year 0-6.
Damn.
Yeah. But back to what OGR was saying. You know how he made that video about the smoke screen. I made that video. I forgot what it was called. That relax. I said relax. Daniel Jones will not be drafted by the Giants or something like that. The Giants will not draft him.
You did say that, BBS. I trusted you, BBS.
Yeah. I trusted Dave Gettleman. I trusted him. Okay.
I trusted you on that. Yeah. I was like, at the time we wasn't calling him BBS. But I was like, you know what? I trust KB. I trust everybody. Everybody say Bad Dog is like, there's no way it's gonna happen. Cool. Chrissy Entertainer said no. KidBlue said, okay, you know what? Yeah, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. And it happened. You all let me down, and that's why I'm here now.
I made that video in such confidence. I said Dave Gettleman is not gonna do this. He's a best player available guy. Look at his track record. All this stuff. I said I bet something. I have to go back and put what I bet, but I lost that bet obviously. But and then that video probably had, I don't know, 500 to 800 views because I made that video like a day before the draft or something like that. So it didn't get too much traction. I'm talking 15 minutes after Daniel Jones was drafted. It got 6,000 views. I said, oh my God, I'm going to be looked at as the worst Giants analyst in the world.
They all came back and said, really, you son of a bitch? Trust Dave Gettleman.
Trust me, everything was well. This aged well. Well, you're wrong. Well, I'm like, oh my God.
I just want to say shout out to Nikki. She had a pretty good question. She said, if Josh Allen is the most overrated QB, who's the most underrated QB?
Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I was about to say, is it not Daniel Jones? But
I'd say Daniel Jones.
if we're taking Daniel Jones out of the conversation because we're all Giants fans and we're all Daniel Jones fans, who would it be?
Teddy Bridgewater.
I don't know about that. I'm trying to think right now. Though.
I like that. I actually like that.
I would say Kirk Cousins. I think Kirk Cousins gets a little too much hate because of his contract.
I'd agree with you.
You know what? I'm gonna say the Amish rifle.
The who?
Oh, Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton?
The Amish rifle, not the red rifle.
The red
rifle
is
who's the Amish
rifle?
Who is that?
It's Fitzpatrick.
Fitzpatrick.
Yo, Fitzpatrick is on and off. Yo, I think everybody knows.
He's on and off. Every time people are like, oh, he's not going to start. He's not going to go play, and he goes out there and balls.
I agree with you, OGR, and this is the reason. Here's the thing. They never give Fitzpatrick time to come back from his cold streak because why? He's always looked at as a bridge quarterback. He's always looked at as a guy to replace a younger quarterback or replace a quarterback. You know, starting quarterbacks, they have their games where they're not great. Ryan Fitzpatrick, whenever he doesn't play 1 or 2 games well, he just automatically benched for the rest of the season. Like, okay, you had your fantastic 3 games. You had bad 2 games. All right, you're benched for the rest of the season. Like, they don't give Ryan Fitzpatrick a chance to come back from, you know, like a cold streak. That's the problem I think that teams have. And I think Ryan Fitzpatrick is actually a good quarterback, so I'm actually on board with you.
But yeah, I'm gonna stick with Kirk. Kirk, he definitely gets way too much credit, in my opinion.
Who the hell is that? Shane?
I didn't know he was Amish.
No, he's not Amish because he has a beard. Years ago, he had that huge beard.
Yeah,
and they started referring to him as the Amish rifle.
Shout out to Gman409 in chat, and Raymond says, "What do you think about the football team now?" Now, speaking of quarterbacks, Alex Smith was activated today. And that brings a smile to my face for several reasons. First of all, probably the best comeback story in like recent memory of sports that he can actually come back and play. Dude's career was supposed to be over, and like he's basically fighting the impossible. So I love that. And Alex Smith had them leading.
Does that mean there's a QB competition with the Redskins?
The second reason that I'm so
happy, Washington football team.
The second reason I'm so happy is because this means Dwayne Trashkins is not going to be a starter.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm actually upset because Dwayne Haskins is not going to start. I want them to do terribly. You know what I'm saying?
I hope that Smith gets traded so that I don't have to hate him.
Right. And
because I hate that Washington football team, so I hope he gets traded somewhere.
And
if he comes back and he picks up where he left off, the Washington football team, they were leading the NFC East the last time he was there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were actually doing pretty well. Were they?
I mean, as much as I hate to say it, they're going to have a legit defense, and they can run the football.
Yeah.
Now their offensive line is a big question mark, and they have a good weapon in McLaurin. So we'll see.
And their defensive line has improved since 2018 as well.
With Alex Smith, I mean, I want to see what his leg looks like because I've seen him even after, him going through his rehab process. It still looked like a shark bit off a chunk of his leg. And that's not me being disrespectful. That's really what it looks like.
It was like a documentary or something that showed it, right?
I watched documentary and there was literally no meat on that. Like it was clear bone after when they were doing the damn surgery. Clear bone. But that's the day he became a giant Cowboys fan. What day was that?
Listen, any day, because I still believe that there's a little bit of Cowboys fan.
There is. I think so too.
I don't think you guys understand. I hate the Cowboys.
Just answer this one question. Answer this one question. Just one question. Is Dak Prescott a top 10 QB?
My God. See, you're trapping me with that one, huh? Because we talked about it before. Look
at him. He's about to fucking have an aneurysm right now live on camera. It's great.
I mean, you have Nikki on your side, KB. There's at least that.
Thank you, Nikki. Thank you.
Michael, I will say, not really. I mean, medical technology has improved so much since Joe Theismann.
That's true.
I mean,
that's true.
That definitely plays a part in it.
And to be fair, it was Lawrence freaking Taylor. I mean, it was Lawrence Taylor. It was LT. So LT hit him. So
I mean, LT literally ended that dude's career.
Yeah, it was LT. I mean, you're not coming back from a hit from LT. Sorry.
Real quick, guys, I gotta head out. Thanks to PTA Sports, thanks to KidBlue, thanks for hosting, and thanks to everybody in the chat. But it's been OGR, and I gotta go, guys. So I'll check you guys later.
Appreciate you.
All right,
OGR. Very much, man. Hey, you need to come on Wednesday night. You need to come on a Wednesday night for my channel. I need you there.
All right, what time?
Not this coming Wednesday, but I'll reach out to you. I need
hit
you
me on the Twitters. Hit me on the Twitters.
I will. I need you on my channel.
All right.
Bet.
Talk to you
Guys,
later.
remember, everybody's link is in the description. Twitter and YouTube, OGR KidBlue Pest the Analyst. Go down there, check them out, subscribe, follow. See you later, OGR. And we're back to now this 3-column thing. How long more do you guys want to go? 10, 15?
Don't matter.
I'm here.
It do not matter. I bet then. So, guys, keep the questions rolling. Let me adjust my camera. Keep the question rolling, guys. Taco Bell over Teddy Bridgewater, because Teddy Bridgewater was your nomination for the most underrated QB in the league.
Teddy Bridgewater. I like Teddy B, man.
Listen, I like Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater is somebody else that's coming back from injury. He has his own comeback story, but I think he's a little bit overrated. He should not have gotten that contract with the Panthers.
Hey, can you put that back up? Can you put
sure.
that back up? Hey,
He's about to roast him. He's about to roast him.
Yo, keep in mind, Bronx B Squad is a child, bro.
That is a roastable picture if I've ever seen one, man.
Listen, my guy, you gotta do better. You gotta do better.
You got to do better.
You gotta do better. Okay, this is what I need you to do. Okay, listen, and I'm not gonna clown you on appearance. Okay, because like you look like a guy that's got a good future and a good head on his shoulders, but your profile picture is trash bag garbage. Okay, I don't know what you was thinking. I don't know what girl told you that you look cute, but that's not the move. You gotta do better.
Yo,
Bronx
that's
B
my
Squad.
boy, bro. Leave Bronx B Squad alone.
You gotta do better.
Yo, this one killed me, bro.
Hey, he's the real BBS. He's the real BBS. Bronx B Squad. He's the real BBS.
See, listen, I didn't want to say anything about his
about
his head.
You're not getting that nickname shifted off of you, bro. You're not getting that nickname shifted off of you, KB. Nice try. That's not happening.
Yeah, BBS.
He's not unlocking JPP's hand.
Yeah.
Yo, I didn't want to go there. I didn't want to go there because if he really didn't have fingers, then I would have felt terrible. I'm just going to say that you got to do better. You got to do better, Bronx B Squad. Yo, whoa. Hey, he put that comment. Put the comment he just put up. Put the comment he just put up.
Put it up there right now.
Put the comment that he just put up. That one right there. Listen to me. Okay? You need to listen. Well,
watch your language. He's a child. He's a child.
That's fine. That's fine. You need to listen to me. And you need to listen very, very closely. Okay? I will turn you into inside out boy. All of your innards will be your outers. Okay? I'll put you back together again. I'll even pay for your medical bills. Don't worry about that. I got you. But there ain't nothing that you stuffing me with.
I mean, he's currently listen. PTA is definitely stuffed with White Castle right now because ain't nobody has any White Castle t-shirts anymore.
Listen,
I'm gonna just
man,
say that.
Y'all not gonna disrespect White Castle, okay?
I'm just saying, ain't nobody got White Castle t-shirts though.
Listen. I do it big, okay? I do it big. You are, by the way, you are the real BBS. That's your name now. Just
no, KB's the real BBS.
You BBS.
You're not getting that lifted off of you, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, no.
I can't fight that one. I can't fight that one.
No. See, and this
that's
right
what
here,
it looks like. That's what it looks like. He's summoning the Demogorgon.
And this right here is why you need to do better. Because this comeback is weak. This comeback is pert weak. Like it's soft.
Oh god.
That comeback is soft.
Will you tutor him in comebacks?
Listen, here's what I'm gonna do. Subscribe to my channel. Right? Come holla at me on Wednesdays. I'm live pretty much every Wednesday.
Yeah, and leave a like too. Leave a like, yeah.
And leave a like.
No. He can't come on Wednesdays, bro, because on Wednesdays is Young Guns. I'm sorry about that. Bronx B Squad is my personal subscriber.
Wait a minute. What time does Young Guns happen?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock? Okay, cool. What time is Young Guns over?
10:30. Sometimes 11.
10:30. All right. This is what I need you to do. I need you to open up both shows on 2 different tabs.
At the same time.
Okay? At the same time, open up both shows on 2 different tabs. Okay? I get you for 30 minutes. All right? I get you for 30 minutes, and I'll make you a better man. I promise you.
You sound like you ever watched the original Spider-Man, Sam Raimi Spider-Man?
Yeah.
I got you first. What is it?
For 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Hey, freak show.
You ain't going nowhere.
Macho man. But to steer it back to football, we got 2 questions. I'll get to Nikki's one later. Leonard Williams sack count, I have no idea, bro. Leonard Williams he's on some type of hamstring injury.
How about point three?
Realistically speaking, I don't know. Like, what is he gonna have? Like 2-3 sacks?
0.3 sacks. Yeah.
Yeah. What's up?
Y'all looking at the wrong stats.
The pressures, man. The pressures.
KidBlue. I'm calling you by your government right now, okay? I'm calling you by your government. So when I call you by your government, that means you're in trouble.
This is real. Yes. Tell me how pressures amounts to $16 million. Go ahead, please.
Let me tell you something about your boy Pest the Analyst, okay? I was a really, really good defensive tackle.
Listen, this is word of your mouth, bro. How are we supposed to believe you?
I got championships. I was a really good defensive tackle, okay? I didn't get a lot of sacks, but I tell you what I did make the quarterback do: shit his pants. I made the quarterback scared, and when I made the quarterback scared, he made bad reads. And when the quarterback made bad reads, and one of my defensive backs got an interception.
The first time I had you on, we had this conversation, and you agreed with me at the end. I don't know if you forgot about it or
what I agree about.
Because we talked about how with pressures, the Giants with pressures, it don't mean anything. Because the Giants they were like one of the top teams defense last year with pressures, and it didn't do anything. Teams with good, let me finish. Teams with like average, bro.
But let me tell you something,
bro. Teams with average or better offensive lines, and then teams with like good quarterbacks, pressures doesn't phase them. What phases them is quarter. I agree with I agree with you there, but you're talking about general pressures.
No,
you're talking about pressures in general.
PTA, that's where you're wrong. Okay. Leonard Williams' job is to get sacks. Why? Because at a USC, he was supposed to be
he built himself
He's a pass-rushing defensive tackle. He's not a run-stuffing defensive tackle. He's a pass-rushing defensive tackle. Yes,
you don't give $16 million a year to a. You don't give $16 million a year to a rushing. But you don't
pay $16 million.
Wait a minute.
I'm a huge fan of Snacks. I love Snacks.
Do you want me to tell me that Snacks wasn't worth that much money for real? Because Snacks,
he's not a pass-rushing defensive tackle.
Snacks is not worth that much money. I'm sorry.
He's a run stuffer. I would throw money at Snacks. I would throw money at Snacks.
Stopping the run and filling gaps. Leonard Williams' job is to fill gaps.
All right, are you telling me that Leonard Williams is Snacks?
That's not his skill set.
Leonard Williams is not even close to Snacks when it comes to run stuffing.
I'm not saying that he is, but what I'm saying is that Leonard Williams' job in a 3-4 scheme, the interior defensive line's job is to fill gaps. All right, we're not talking about a 4-3 scheme where the defensive tackle is a pass rusher. We're talking about a 3-4 scheme here. The interior defensive line scheme's only job is to fill gaps.
Hold on, the 3-4 scheme, the 3-tech defensive tackles are the ones giving pressure a lot of the time too, along with the edge rushers. They're run stoppers as well. But you look at
that's Dexter Lawrence who's doing that. Dexter Lawrence is our pass rusher.
Yes, but he's the other.
The other one is
not a pass rusher.
Dexter Lawrence and Leonard Williams are the two ones that are supposed to be the pass rushing one, and then Dalvin Thompson is the middle getting the run.
I mean, I don't know, man. I just coach football. I don't know, man.
Peep game. Yo, KB, give me a second. Peep game. You saw how at the beginning of the stream he was like, "Listen, I'm just another guy." Now all of a sudden he coaches football. Peep game, bro. Peep game.
Let me tell you. Listen.
I don't know, man. I just coach football. I just coach football. I don't know, man.
I have not. Listen.
Hey, hold on. I just got something on my mouth. What do I know, man? All I do is coach football, man.
I think there's some on you. You might need to scratch your forehead, bro. I don't know. I think there's some on you there. Yeah, right there.
Damon Snacks Harrison. Let me get into it.
You got it.
PTA. Let me get into it.
All I do is coach football. That's all I do.
Let me get into it, PTA.
Okay, come on.
You mentioned Snacks Harrison, man. I would throw money at Snacks Harrison, man. I loved his skill set. Why? Because he was great at his skill set. Now, let me get something straight. Leonard Williams is a damn good run stuffer. I actually love what he can do as a run stuffer.
But he's not Snacks, though. He's not
Snacks. But let's get something clear. That was never his skill set to begin with. Coming out of USC, this guy was talked about as being another potential like Aaron Donald type player, a guy that from the 3-tech can really disrupt the interior and force the quarterback out the pocket. Yes, he gets a lot of pressures. You look at in a couple of games, towards the end of the season with the Giants. But what happened with, let's say, Olivier Vernon? Perfect example. Olivier Vernon, making $17 million a year. Yes, he was a pass rusher. He was supposed to get sacks, but we were all pissed off. Why? Because Olivier Vernon constantly on third downs would pressure the quarterback, force the quarterback out the pocket, and still throw the ball for a first down. I get
that's why I was saying with the Giants, pressures haven't meant anything in a long time. Sacks with the Giants is what we need because pressures in a long time haven't done anything for them. Quarterbacks are sitting back there and still they're not scared of the Giants defense because they know they're not going to get hit. They know it's just going to be a pressure.
If Leonard Williams was primarily a run-stuffing defensive tackle, and that's exactly what we got him for, first of all, he wouldn't be on the team right now because we have Dexter Lawrence and Dalvin Thompson. We got him on the team to be that pass-rushing guy. But if he was a run-stuffer, I wouldn't have a problem with it.
PTA, look at it this way. Who did he come in and replace? He came in and replaced the pass-rushing defensive tackle in B.J. Hill, the guy that has the Giants rookie sack record. That's who he came in and replaced.
Look at Nick the Wake says PTA arguing is gold.
Are y'all done?
Yeah, we're done.
Are y'all done?
He's gonna show us the ring again. He's gonna show us the ring
because I love how much everyone shits on Leonard Williams for not getting the sack, but nobody mad at our defensive backs for letting the receiver be open. I love that.
We can get it.
Come on.
The quarterback ran in and he threw the ball to a guy's open. Really?
Listen, we have been trashing the defensive backfield for years.
Let me say it right now. I think Jabril Peppers is terrible in coverage. Say that right now. I'll say it right now.
Okay, Jabril Peppers can cover tight ends, bro. He can cover tight ends.
No.
Bro.
Outside, deep say. PTA, come back. Let me explain myself. PTA, come back. I know you hear me. You got the earphones on. They're wireless.
He's not coming back, bro.
I'm in your ear right now. PTA,
nah,
I'm in your ear.
There's definitely, it's probably like a 30-foot, he's probably already 30 feet away, bro.
Nah, he hears me. He hears me.
Can you bring me a beer, please? Because
they wireless.
Right now is just can you bring me 2 beers? I need 2 beers.
Yo, Stone Cold Steve Austin, bro. This man has
hears me right now. Hold on, let me get in his ear. PTA, I need you back. I need you back, PTA. I need you back. Let me talk to you, PTA. I know you hear me.
Yo, are you Stone Cold Steve Austin now, bro?
Yeah,
I heard you asked for 2 beers, man.
Go ahead, come back. Let's talk. Okay, let me tell you something. All right,
let me tell you something.
Listen, I will say I disagree with KB because Jabril is better in coverage than you think.
No, but I'm not saying as a covering tight ends. I'm not saying that at all. Go ahead and watch the Cowboys game week 1. As when Jabril Peppers is oh my God, what are you leaving for? I'm spinning facts right now. Week 1 against the Dallas Cowboys, Jabril Peppers playing deep coverage was pitiful. He single-handedly allowed.
But he's a box safety.
Right, he's a box safety. I get it. But a lot of people are saying that he should rotate with Xavier McKinney as being those single high safeties. He cannot, and he should not. And yet, back to PTA's point, I was trying to make a point with PTA. He's just like going off the rails. When he was talking about
Jabril Peppers ain't good at coverage. What are we talking about?
Listen,
am I in another universe?
Let me tell you. Antoine Bethea was terrible. He's not on the team anymore, so there's no need to talk about Antoine Bethea anymore. Okay, so
I just want to say only real ones get the reference that Nerding on Sport is saying.
But PTA.
But Jabril Peppers, I watched a lot of film on the Giants, especially the defense side of the football. I'm telling you right now. When Jabril, most of those chunk plays, and especially in the beginning of the season, because James Betcher made the mistake of putting Jabril Peppers back deep a bunch of times, Jabril Peppers was allowing these tight ends making huge plays down the field and wide receivers going right past them. Jabril Peppers was doing a ballerina dance, no joke, 360s around. You could go watch it. Week 1 against the Cowboys, go watch it. Jabril Peppers was doing ballerina dances like he's wearing a tutu. Okay. I'm gonna be just as hard as I'm on my Giants players as I am hype about them. I'm gonna give them critique where it's deserved.
I'm still listening.
I know I'm in your ear. I know you hear me. But
keep going.
But Jabril Peppers, he downloaded it. Put the volume up. We can't hear it.
Wait till
PTA because
how do I adjust volume on share screen? Is there a way to do that? because my volume's all the way up in my headphones. Is all the way cranked up.
Oh
Yeah.
man. Well, wait till
this
PTA comes back.
I bet. There's
hears
got to
me,
be
though.
a way.
He hears me though, but I'm not trying to say that Jabril Peppers is terrible. He's actually one of my favorite defensive players on the team right now. PTA, will it make you happy to say that Jabril Peppers is my favorite defensive player on the team right now? Will it make you happy to say that? Because he is.
You know, KidBlue, I used to like you a lot, man. Like I used to really rock with you heavy, man. I mean, like when I walked into
PTA,
this,
I'm just gonna ask you to look to your screen right now and look at this.
I see it. You know, when I walk, look at BBS looking 6.5 years old.
Man, I was about like 10 pounds, 15 pounds lighter, dude. That was 2 years ago.
Oh man,
yeah,
BBS looking all of 16 years old with the One Direction haircut. Look at KidBlue.
Yeah, man. Oh man, but listen, let me tell you right now, all right? Let's just calm the emotions, all right? Let's calm the emotions. What I was trying to say, because you were mentioning how the defensive backs were just letting wide receivers right through. And I was saying, yes, it's fair to mention Antoine Bethea, but it's not fair at the same time because he's not on the team anymore. So I'm not even going to waste my energy talking about Antoine Bethea, even though this James Betcher put Antoine Bethea on Amari Cooper in the slot in week 1, which is pitiful. You know, we don't talk about James Betcher either because he's off the team, thank God. But
James Betcher's a piece of shit. Okay.
Yeah, he's garbage.
And everything that he did last year was garbage. So that's the reason why I'm willing to pump my brakes on Leonard Williams and anybody else that's still on this team because they were being coached up by James Betcher.
That's fair.
That's fair. Mr. I don't know how to adjust James Betcher. Mr. My scheme works and I don't care if you fit it or not, James Betcher. So we should all kind of take a step back, right, and see the way that this new staff uses these players. Because I honestly think that Leonard Williams is going to be fine, and Leonard Williams may not get a whole bunch of sacks. But again, I don't give a shit about sacks from interior defensive linemen. I need my edge rushers to go get sacks. I need my interior defensive linemen to make the quarterback feel uncomfortable and move left or right into an edge.
I want that. Yeah.
That's all I care about.
I want that.
But people gonna look at the stat line, right? Because we are in a generation where stats are everything.
I know.
don't care about stats, yo. I've never cared about stats. Stats does not tell the full story, okay? Let the stats tell you, right? And there's all these players who suck, who we say, oh, he sucks. His stats aren't good. But I said earlier in the stream that 80% of the league is average. So he's an average player that comes in and is consistent. He doesn't put up a whole lot of numbers. But that's a guy, that's the difference between you winning and losing a game because he comes in when he needs to and he does his job. Stop caring about stats. Stats don't matter in nothing except for fantasy fucking football. That's all they matter.
Oh yeah. I agree. I completely agree with you. Trust me, I completely agree with you. But I am scarred, and I know he's an interior defensive lineman, and you know he sometimes can play that 5 tech against the Jets. I watched him live playing a little bit of 5 tech as well. You know, I just want you to be able to finish. I want this team to be able to finish, and unfortunately, it's sadly the case right now. Unfortunately, our edge rushers can't get there, so somebody else has to fill in that role.
Oh,
doggy,
yo,
doggy.
We got to guess. We got to guess, guys.
We got big dog.
That's the goat. That's the goat, by the way. A lot of you don't remember.
Oh, snap!
Is that his beer?
Thank you, baby.
Another one.
What is that?
A shot. He had to take a shot.
Hey, it's in a giant shot glass.
The giant shot glass.
Hey, Otis, come here. Say what's up.
Yo, that's Otis the GOAT. For those of you that don't know,
that's Otis the GOAT right there. That's Otis
the GOAT.
My very first stream with PTA, Otis came in, bro. He was the GOAT.
That's Otis the GOAT right there. Otis is mad. He's like, hey, why you shut me in here? I know, buddy. Go ahead. Come on out there. Go. You wanna go? Go.
Shout out to Bradley too. Bradley said, "Seriously, KidBlue, I just started to like you."
Where did you say that? Where
JK.
Okay. Oh, guys, we got a troll in the chat. We have a troll in the chat.
Hold
Who
on.
wants to take her to troll?
Oh, let me read it here. Stephen Peter, never trust a guy with 2 first names. First of all, never trust a guy with 2 first names.
You know
All
what,
right?
KidBlue? You just got back in my good graces, pimping. We good again. We good again because I hate a dude with 2 first names.
That's
Stephen
right off
Peter
the bat.
outta here.
That's right off the bat. Never trust a guy with 2 first names. LOL. It's this dude, Bad Giants YT, the hub. LOL. No one even likes you, even enough to donate.
Okay, bro. Sure.
Well, you should start getting your grammar correctly, and you should probably ask your parents why they gave you 2 first names because they couldn't decide.
You know what, Steven? No. Hold on a second. You know what, Steven?
And they're the most generic first names I've ever seen.
I need so anyone because sometimes I forget that I'm not on my channel and I'm on the Hub's channel and I use language that sometimes I shouldn't. So I apologize to all the people who don't like to hear the language. All right, but I'm a grown man, right? And I treat everyone grown when they in here. So language warning. Earmuff time, okay? Steven, you know what? You came in here, right? And you did exactly what you were supposed to do. You played your role, okay? You played your role.
And played your part.
And let me tell you a little something, Steven, okay? I bet you didn't know what your last name actually stands for, okay? Because in the streets, all right, Peter is slang for dick. And right now you being a dick, Steven. You're being a dick. Just so you know. Thanks for coming, Steven Dick. Have a good night.
Look at Bradley, bro. My guy has 2 first names, probably got a McDonald's hairline.
Oh my God.
Oh, yo, but Edward Chan, bro, he says Benjamin Victor ? That's 2 first names.
Hey, to be fair, I don't know.
Or 2 last names because I hated Davis Webb. I was like, get his ass out of here.
Yeah, that's weird, right? Davis Webb, like
get his ass out of here.
Just call him David. Oh, I gotta talk to his parents, man. Davis, what is this?
Davis.
I'm trying to scroll back up to get Nikki's comment from like almost 20 minutes ago, but it was a really good question. He says, "Where do you see the Patriots finishing in the AFC East?" I have no idea. Either second or third, but I don't think they're finishing last for sure.
Pest, you okay? You look a little freaked out there. He turned around and turned back. He was
Pest,
like,
why are you
shook.
sipping that, bro? Down it, bro. Why are you sipping that?
My bad. Because it's whiskey, man. It's a sipping whiskey, man. I'm on grown man shit, man. You sip whiskey sometimes. It's a sipper.
You 3 are officially the NWO of Giants YouTube. Yo, that's probably one of the biggest compliments I've ever gotten.
Love it.
I'll take it.
Plug in. I have an NWO shirt, by the way, guys, available on Teespring.
Yeah.
I just want to say that.
Hey man, you gotta hit me up. I need to upgrade some merch, man. You need to help me with some ideas, man.
Bro, I got you, bro. Just get on a conference call with me.
I got, bro. Let's do something, man. Because I seen your merch. I was like, yo, this man.
Yo,
this
you know what?
Everybody needs to go down. Everybody needs to go down
right now, bro.
Yes.
Everybody
go down to the description right now and go cop some Hub merch, man. Because this guy worked hard on getting this merch out to you guys, and it is fire. It is absolute fire.
This is the NWO one. Yo, at first I called it NWO Design, but then Teespring took it down because they were like, that's copyrighted. So I had to call it Childhood Design because I was like, I got no other name. But other than that, yo, listen, man, your boy spent mad time on this, bro. I got the Your design out here. I don't know why I clicked on the women's tee, but hey, equality. I got women's tees.
Hey, for all you females out there.
I got women's tees. I actually was debating whether or not to even do leggings, but I was like, that's going a bit far. I don't know.
Hey, I do it. I put my logo right on the back.
Yo, I did a beach towel though. I don't know why I did a beach towel, but there's a beach towel.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, those beach towels will be fire.
I think the white one looks best on the beach towel. Of course, this is one of my personal favorites, the Future, because I like the way that the front came out. You already know who numbers those are, and then the back. Although Shepard just said he's gonna change his nickname from Young Shep, so that was very disappointing when I found that out.
Wait, he's changing his nickname from Young Shep to what?
Because he's a veteran now, so he doesn't want to be called Young Shep anymore. So I was like, damn.
Wait, Vet Shep?
Yeah, Vet Shep, bro.
Vet Shep?
Old Shep.
See, I can't even have a merch conversation because I'm still nobody. I'm just.
Hey, man. Hey,
yo,
man.
You can.
I just got invited to the adults table, man. I've been sitting at the kids table for like a year. So.
Hey, man, we all have to work our way, man. I've been doing this for 6 years,
Are you
brother.
allowed to drink on YouTube?
Yeah, you can.
I don't see why not.
Okay,
you can.
Because I'm.
Yo, if anything, right now, just say that's apple juice, and it's always been apple juice.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is, right?
That's what it is, right?
He's like,
We're gonna need
He's like,
verbal confirmation.
yeah,
That's
apple
delicious.
juice.
That is delicious apple juice. It is so smooth. It's a little warm though. It's a little warm, so it goes down a little harsh.
Bradley says, "Don't say that everybody has to start at one point." Exactly, man. I mean, bro, listen, you could literally start merch at any time. I was just like, I want to start it now. And shout out to Nikki for the $2 super chat. Thank you so much, man, Nikki. She always out here with the love. She says, "We love you, Hub. Trolls means your channel is growing." You know, that's right. A fact. That's a fact.
Hey, I'm sorry. I just gotta. Hey, guys in the chat, leave Bronx B Squad alone. Leave Bronx B Squad. Bronx B Squad is cool, man. We was having a good time, yo. We was talking smack. Hey, man, he's cool, man. Y'all don't gotta be beefing in the chat, especially
guys. Just listen. Let him summon his Demogorgons alone. Okay.
This is what you have to understand about me, because a lot of y'all, like, y'all see me sometimes and I pop in here or whatever, but like if I talk smack about you, right, it means I like you.
It's all love.
When I don't say anything to you that you should be worried. All right. So
something's coming.
I haven't. This is the first time me and BBS has even spoke, and I've been smack talking him from the jump.
That's my guy, man. That's my guy. PTA is my guy, man.
The moment he acknowledged my existence on Twitter, I've been like, let's go. That means you family. If I talk smack about you, that means you good. So y'all need to chill out, man. And listen, and don't worry, Bronx B Squad. I got plenty more smack talk for you, man. In 30 minutes, I got you for 30 minutes.
Speaking, 30 minutes. I kind of directing us back towards the NFL conversation we were having with Patriots and where do you think they're going to finish? Raymond says they have no defensive coordinator. Secondary coach is Steve Belichick. Bill Belichick.
Can you highlight that? Can you highlight Nerd Now Sports for me, please? Just highlight that and leave that up, and then keep talking. I'm sorry. Just leave that up for a little bit.
I bet. Yeah. So is Steven Belichick like Bill Belichick's kid or something? And he's calling plays on defense?
That's his son.
What are you guys expecting?
That's what I'm saying, man. Don't let these – I'm telling you, this regime with New England may not be over yet, man. Because when Bill Belichick leaves, his son's just going to take over.
I mean, yo, listen, bro. The kid's never as good as the parent, bro. At least in sports. That's what it always is.
Oh, man. I don't know. There has been some of them out there.
No, it's like if there's a really successful player or coach, whatever, their kid is almost always never as successful.
Oh,
but if it's the other way around, it usually happens.
Like Mark Ingram.
I hear Steve Belichick's not a bad football mind. That's what I hear.
His dad is the best. So, yeah, probably not.
I hear he's not a bad football mind. Yes, we are going to have a no Viz party when I hit 1,000 subs.
What is no Viz?
Viz is one of my subscribers. I say he's my worst subscriber because all he does is cap all day long. So what we're gonna do? So we were having a conversation in my live stream. I did a live stream on Friday. It was only supposed to last like 45 minutes or an hour. We ended up going for 3 hours. That's just how it went down. And everybody was talking about, like, you know, hey, man, we got to get you to 1,000 subs. And I was like, cool. Well, Viz was capping the entire time. And I said, here's what we're going to do. When we hit 1,000 subs, I'm going to throw a party. I'm going to get all the streamers in there. We're going to have a big-ass 1,000 sub party. And it's going to be entitled the No Viz Party. Now, Viz is going to be in there, right? But we're going to ignore him the entire night. We're not going to say shit to him.
Oh, my God.
We're going to ignore his ass the whole night. So everybody needs to know that when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to have the PTA Sports No Viz Party. You are all invited. When Viz says anything, you ignore him. We're gonna let him talk. We're gonna let him talk the entire
What's
night.
Viz's profile pic?
Oh man, I don't remember. It's probably something.
Does it look something like this?
It looks something like this. It looks something like this.
Viz is summoning the New England Patriots, bro.
Yes, I love it. The so long hair. I don't have. Here's the thing. Like I've got plenty of hair, but I kind of keep it short, right? That's how I keep my hair. I keep my hair short. So I'm never gonna have the so glow hairstyle. For one, that fashion statement went out when I was a kid. Okay, and I'm not gonna be the one that's gonna bring that messy ass shit back.
I don't agree with this, Bradley. I don't think so. I think we're just gonna be the New York Giants with, you know, a lot of discipline. That's about it.
You know what? Hey, let me hit you all the game real quick. Because what you guys don't realize is that the New England Patriots have always been the New York Giants. What happened was Bill
Belichick just
and
went
Bill
there.
Parcells
Yeah.
took everything from New York Giants and he took it over to New England. The Patriots has been the Giants this entire time. We should have been what the Patriots are. We should have been that, but it didn't work out that way, and that's all.
Hey man, listen, we got the last laugh in the end 2 times.
2 times.
So yeah.
Salut.
TSI says, "Why is Pest drinking alone? Men don't drink alone." You see now, Pest.
His lady brought him a drink. His lady
Yeah,
brought him a
listen,
drink.
man. BBS was capping earlier, and he needed it to calm down.
He was capping hard. Hard. And
I do, man. I come out with the hard facts, man. No matter if you like it or not. Facts don't care about your feelings. All right.
Oh, see. Hey, man, can we? Is there a mod, man? BBS got to take a lap, y'all.
I should have a
BBS
couple.
gotta
I know
take a
Edward's
lap.
in here. I think Edward's my only mod in here right now. Wow, that's actually surprising.
BBS got to take a lap, y'all. He got to take a lap.
Yo, KidBlue, take off your hat, bro. Let's see the hair.
I am not taking off my hat.
You've been wearing the hat in basically all of our streams for like the past 3 months.
Is your hair fucked up? You get a bad pandemic cut? Is that what happened?
Your boy needs a haircut, man. Look, I'm growing.
Bro,
wings.
I need a haircut, but I have my hat off.
I'm growing wings out here, man.
Look at this. Look at this. I don't know if I could show it properly. Let me show you how long my hair actually gets, bro.
Some nice curly hair,
bro.
man.
Yeah, I got curly hair, so like it curls up.
Look, if I take out my what was that? A cockatoo when their hair goes like that, woo, like that. My hair looks like a damn cockatoo. Okay, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
That's y'all can't get haircuts in Florida right now, huh?
No, we can get haircuts. It's like appointment based, man. You got like, and with my job, I'm a mailman, so by the time I come out, it's hard for me to get an appointment and actually fulfill my appointment. I want my barber to get mad at me. You know what I'm saying?
See, mine is appointment only, and right now I'm stuck. I'm gonna. This is not like no one take this the wrong way, okay? But right now the only person I can get is this Asian lady. This Asian lady, she actually does a decent job cutting my hair, but I typically only let black people cut my hair. Like I go to a black barbershop, all right? That's just what
I go to only Puerto Ricans. Only Puerto Ricans.
I always go. I go
Puerto
only to Russian barbershops. Russian barbers always hook me up, bro.
I feel like they just evolved. I feel like they just cut you out. That is it.
I have my barber. His name is Narek, bro. He cuts like my entire squad's hair, bro. He's like the best barber I've ever been to.
Yeah.
Yo, before I found my barber, before I found the current barber that I have, who's not cutting right now, I had a dude from Cuba who cut my hair, and his cuts was nasty. I loved his cuts. Before him, I had a Turkish guy, a guy from Turkey, and this dude, when you go into his shop, he cut your hair, do your mustache, trim your nose. You know what I'm saying? He give you a facial. He do all kind of hot.
Yeah. My barber does that.
This dude was a bomb. If I could find another Turkish barber,
bro, I'm telling you, go to a Ukrainian Russian barber. My barbershop does everything you just said. It's like in with the haircut.
That Turkish barber was the truth, That Turkish barber was the truth.
Yeah,
you gotta find a Turkish dude.
Listen, if you go to a barbershop where they're like blasting reggaeton, blasting like Spanish music out there, bro, you're going to the right place. Okay, I'm telling you right now, you're going to the right place.
Here's
listen, PTA, I'm gonna need you to read this because this is probably facts.
Oh, wait.
This is probably facts, bro.
That's probably facts. This is probably facts. That is probably facts.
See, I like the method. The method is Nerding Out Sports wants me to prove that I don't, but you'll have to take my word for it.
He
bro, there's definitely a star at the back of his head, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
He probably got it dyed and everything. Man.
I am not going to do it because when Chris the Entertainer showed his bad hair day,
that was on my channel, by the way. He showed it on mine. Everybody memed it.
Did they meme it?
Yeah.
Yes, they put it as profile picture. They memed
Dylan Renner's profile picture.
That's what that is. Is that what that is? I've been seeing that, and I'm like, why is that?
Bro, you know what's funny? Because I low key bullied Chris into doing it because I was like, you never really have your hat on this much. What's up? Let's see it. He took it off, and I was just like, I regret saying take your hat off, bro.
What you trying to say about Chris? Chris probably was like, damn.
Okay, so being that the show is going completely off the rails, I got.
By the way, something else that's probably there on KB's head.
Des caught it.
Des caught it.
So I noticed that you guys play a lot of Madden.
Oh yeah, on the Madden.
I literally only play for the franchise mode that I do with my channel.
Oh, you try to challenge me?
Well, I mean, I'm willing to play anybody in Madden, but I have a question because I know you guys play Madden. How are y'all feeling about 21?
I'm not getting it.
All right.
I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it because
not until they prove that it's worth my money. Because every year it's the same damn thing, and now there's like a whole revolution happening on Twitter with
I'm not getting it.
I'm a part of that. I'm a part of that. Just so you know, I'm a part of that.
I'm not spending $60 on it.
That's my
favorite. Exactly. I'm not. No, go on.
Yeah,
I was gonna say I'm not spending $60 on it when I'm getting it free through EA Access, and I didn't have EA Access for Madden. I had EA Access so I could get Titanfall free and whatnot. But you get Madden free with it too. So I was like, yeah, I'm not paying $60 for it. If whenever it comes out on EA Access, I'll just download it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with Madden and Madden franchise, I mean, you guys know, like a bunch of my subscribers, they want to see a Madden franchise from me, but I can't stay committed. I go through like every single year. I go through like week 6, week 7. It just gets boring. I can't do it. And the editing takes hours to do because I like to do it like as if.
Bro, that's why I live stream it. That's exactly why I live stream it. I will not be editing Madden franchise mode videos. That's too long.
Because I just want it to be more realistic. I want everything to be more challenging and have like an actual coach's sort of strategy to things. And yeah, Madden franchise sucks, man. Nowadays, man.
So there's a civil war that's been happening between like people like me or people like us. We would be considered CFM nerds. I'm a CFM nerd, right?
Yes.
And then the mutt jocks. There's a civil war that's happening now.
I used to be a mutt jock. I'm convert.
I can't. I'm gonna play mutt. So I'm gonna start Twitch streaming, and that's the reason why I'm like buying it because I'm gonna be playing it. But I also run a
PTA. I'm just gonna ask you to heavily consider get EA Access, bro. It's $30 a year, not a month. A year.
Yeah, but see, I'm running a league, so I have to have it because there's gonna be a bunch of other people who are.
No, what I'm saying is you're gonna save money though, $30 a year instead of going and buying Madden 21 for $60.
Well. I'll tell you off stream what's going on with me and Madden 21. I'll tell you off stream.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll talk about it off stream. That's the reason why I'm going to have it. Now I am currently trying to bridge the gap between CFM nerds and mutt jocks. Now,
good luck. It's impossible.
No. It's actually very possible. It's very possible. I have befriended several mutt players who know that I'm a CFM sim guy. They all know who I am. They all know that that's the kind of guy I am. So I am working. No, you won't, Nick the Wick. Stop playing.
Nick, I am Nick the Wick. I'm undefeated.
He's 21-0, bro. He's 21-0. Yo, he got the Undertaker streak, bro. He's 21-0.
I am undefeated on when I stream Madden. Undefeated.
Y'all playing on Xbox or PlayStation?
Xbox.
Okay, I'll cop Madden 20 on Xbox and we can play it since you guys aren't going to 21 yet. I'll just cop it on Xbox. So I got an Xbox too. We'll get it in. But I got to practice on Xbox. I'm used to PlayStation. It's button configuration is the same.
Yeah, same thing.
It's the same. I mean, kind of off topic. The Xbox controller is much more comfortable because I got big hands.
Yeah, me too. I got some big hands.
No, you don't. BBS. You got tiny ass hands.
Let me tell you, I don't know how many inches my hands are, but I wear a size 10 shoe. Okay, my limbs are very long. Just saying.
That's
I wear
and that right there was a perfect comment for what BBS just said. That right there is the perfect.
You want to see my shoe size? You want to see my? I don't want to.
Nah. Hey, yo, pause. Hey, yo.
Go ahead.
You got the Glizzy Wizard out here, bro. Hey,
yo. Listen, I wear a grown man's wide receiver glove. All right, look at these hands.
So I have actually befriended some mutt guys, some serious mutt guys, and they know that they know that I am a CFM sim guy. They know that I am on the other side of the battle. But I'm trying to bridge the gap. I'm actually going to start doing some Madden roundtables. Hopefully, I'm not going to say who's going to be there or who's going to not be there because I'm still working it. But I've got some people who have already said, yes, I'm down. I'll come on your channel and we'll talk about Madden. And they're mutt guys. There is an opportunity here to bridge the gap. All right. I know that like Ryan Moody and Yo Mama and sometimes Marcus Whitman. I know that they are like, what is a page?
By the way, I just want to say
Joe,
the BBS senior has already happened. I went into my dashboard and monetization for the stream has been limited, so that's unfortunate.
No way. No, if you fight it, I promise you, if you fight it, it goes back. It'll go
What do
back.
I do? Do I just request a review?
After the stream, you'll request the review, and probably in 5 to 10 minutes, you'll get it. Trust me. It happens to me.
Why does that happen?
I don't know.
It's the algorithm.
YouTube literally hates it when you have fun, bro.
Yeah, whenever you like, I don't know. It's stupid, but
I promise my fault. It's probably my fault.
But like the thing is though, the last time you were on, it didn't happen. So that's why I'm like, it doesn't make sense if it is.
That's because they didn't know. Now it would happen. They're like, this guy demonetized.
It would happen to me even if there was no expletives in my streams. It would still happen to me, and I just fight it, and it goes back.
I mean, so YouTube is basically the YouTube Kids app now, so there's that.
Yeah, it's stupid.
But that's my fault then, because it's my fault. And
no, it's all right, bro.
OGR was dropping swear words before me.
So there you go.
You throwing him under the bus. He's automatically getting.
And listen, and then when OGR started cursing, I was like, well, shit, I'm a curse too.
Well, there you go, bro. So you can't say it's your fault.
It's still my fault. It's my fault.
But you know what?
Finish
up the Madden thing you were gonna say, and then I think we're gonna end it off. We've been going for a good amount of time now. Yeah, over 2 hours. Yeah, so finish up the Madden. We're gonna end it, and then we're gonna have combos backstage.
Hey, G-Man, G-Man 409. Are you following me on Twitter? Do you have me on Twitter? Because I tried to send you a request and it said that you didn't exist. I'm not even trying to be an asshole. I'm not even trying to like make fun. I'm being 100% real. Do you got me on Twitter? Because if you got me on Twitter, DM me. My DMs are open. DM me because I couldn't.
By the way, I don't know how Twitter closes your DMs because they closed mine to some people for some reason. And I did not set that as a thing, but that's apparently a thing.
If you try to DM me and it doesn't let you, then just directly at me. It's at Pestilence. If you can't figure it out, go to any one of my videos and just skip to the end because my Twitter handle is on there. Or just go to any of my videos and go to the description and the link directly to my Twitter is there. Hit me up on Twitter because I tried to add you and it was like, nope, he doesn't exist. Basically all I'm saying is that like I'm trying to bridge the gap. I think we can bridge the gap. I'm going to start doing a roundtable about Madden. You guys are welcome to come on it because it will always be rotating guests. Unless like a select group of people or a select person is like, I want to be there every week, then I'll be like, it's whatever, come on. But yeah, man, because Madden, here's the thing, man. We're all at the end of the day, like we're Giants fans, but we're football fans, and Madden is the only thing we got until 2K puts out whatever it is they're going to put out. And it ain't
I'm so angry that fell through, but they were supposed to put out an NFL 2K game, and then that fell through.
Yeah, but I did that.
I did that, G-Man. I did that and it didn't work. So
he says he doesn't have a Twitter.
I don't know why you don't have a Twitter. It's 2020, man. Come on, step your game up. I'm gonna try it again and I'm gonna see if it sends. And if it doesn't send, the next time I'm live, let me know and we'll talk about it. The Insta, it's the same. Everything is Pestilence. Everything is Pestilence. I mean, hey, Bronx Beast.
I can't stop looking at that picture, Dak.
That picture is just
like I have to look at the picture and then imagine whatever he's saying that picture is saying that. Like
I can't. No, man, you can't have any fingers because apparently he's got the JPP club. I can't take anything that's coming from that guy serious. There's not a.
He says
thing.
The wifey. That's why.
The wifey.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
I mean,
shout out to BBS Senior though. BBS Senior is always on the lurk.
BBS Senior. Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? BBS
Senior. KidBlue, you gotta put that hand down, bro. Put that hand down.
Thanks, Pop. Thanks, Pop.
Nikki says, what time am I going live tomorrow? It's gonna be 8 o'clock tomorrow. Hey, tomorrow is the giveaway. Yeah.
Are you live every day?
Nah, I'm live every day except Tuesday and Saturday. It's gonna change once my semester for college starts back up, though.
Damn, I gotta. Oh shit, I'm already a college student. I'm always doing classes, but I gotta go more often.
Like my semester starts up, I think. It actually starts up in like a week. So my thing is gonna change very soon. My schedule.
Word. Okay. All right. So yeah, that's all I got, man. Is just I know you guys are big in Madden, and we need to talk about Madden more.
For sure, I'm down.
All right, cool.
And I agree with Nerding Out Sports on the profile picture of Bronx B Squad. So,
he looks like the dude that's got the teeth thing. That's where I knew.
Not only that, he said he was going to summon Demogorgons, and that's from Stranger Things.
That's why he said, because he looks like the dude that's got the deal with the teeth, and everybody shit on him, right? And then it was like, yo, no, don't shit on him because he got disability. Like he's cool. He's
yo, chill, bro, chill.
That's who that guy is. That who that is? Is that who that is?
I think that's actually Bronx B Squad. I don't know.
Yeah, is that who Bronx B? Is Bronx B Squad the guy that got the teeth thing?
Definitely not, bro. If he is, man, we would have had way more.
Yo, Word XXI, you need to come subscribe to me. I rocks with you heavy only because you got MF Doom as your icon. Come holler at your boy.
Dr. Doom is super underrated, but that's a conversation for another day. That dude is super powerful, man.
No. That's MF Doom.
Oh, who's MF Doom?
MF Doom is a rapper. He's an underground rapper that's ill as hell, and this is kind of old. It's kind of relatively old, 2000s, late 90s, 2000s. That's MF Doom. He looks just like Dr. Doom. That's his whole deal is that he covers his face so no one knows what he looks like, and he does a whole bunch of Doom stuff. Word XXI. I'm not gonna be calling you Word XXI though. I'm gonna be calling you Word. You need to holler at me. I rock with you heavy.
Bert.
Is that 21?
I bet.
It
So
might be, but I don't know.
That's gonna be it, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. Nikki, Bronx B Squad, who has been beefing and capping with PTA. Bradley, Nerding Out Sports, Edward, Shan, Nick the Wick, literally everybody in here. If I missed your name, it wasn't on purpose. Thank you all for tuning in. It's been a great stream. You guys really brought the heat this time. See you tomorrow for the giveaway stream, and we're out.
Hold on.